podcast like this? So now time to find the flag where y'all fuckers are. There we go.
Yeah, we're on the map.
I'm going to grab a beverage because I've been in this chair for long.
Okay. So you're going to Dungerlung, right?
I mean, there are the small frog people there.
Yes. That is the reason to go. I'm sure they will be friendly.
I mean, that's the thing, though. It's on the way to the Red Mages at the Aldani Basin. But also, what do we have written down about the wise guardian of Olunga? Whatever their name is. Do we have anything about them?
Just hold on a minute, Snake, because you guys are gonna. I'm about to make you guys review everything in your quest log, basically.
Okay, we're not gonna get past about the fourth session. Yeah, Caps actually got proper notes from back to when we started.
Bam.
Oh no, I was making a joke about a quest log book. We have like good notes from the first 2 games, and then the rest just kind of peters off, and then
Those
we
are bad.
have.
I rolled a d10. What am I doing?
Then I have notes from the last 3 weeks.
Nope.
Oh, that's an echo.
Echo.
That may have been loud. I apologize.
You're
What?
fine.
Sorry, your sneeze rendered me deaf. I can't hear you.
You'll get used to it, and you're probably glad
What?
for it.
Your shirt is appropriate right now, Pims.
Because the power of flex tape.
And you're not.
The power of flex
not?
tape?
Yeah,
I
flex
was like,
tape.
which
stuck
one
with
should
the
I wear
leaf.
this week? And then I looked and I went, there's only one I can ever wear.
Also,
What the hell is that? Also, can we see Police Raptor again?
yes. Give me just a moment. That actually takes a second or two to equip.
Is a
you know
lip
what?
balm.
Let's do tail 26, because that's literally the very end of the tail. Tail 26. Attach.
Tommel just has you full screen, by the way. Oh god.
So, is he now an official lizard of the peace?
We will.
I mean, technically, paladins are
Woo
kind
woo.
of law keepers like that.
Smallest paladin
Okay.
and has detected
Fair.
a violation.
Stop, criminal scum.
Is there anything else that'd be really funny? Ooh,
Woo
there's a
woo.
bell I can put on the end of my tail.
Ding ding.
Alright, so, Hobble and Diashon still need to roll, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Instead
Oh,
of the traditional recap this week, in the order of the dice you roll, we're going way back because I think we should review because we're sort of at a crossroads, right? Where it's time to decide what to do. So I think it's a good point to review all of the information that's out there and see what we know.
Camp Vengeance is going to be
Remember what's happened. For people hanging out in the stream, hi. I'm Jills. I'm the DM of this crazy crew. We're playing Tomb of Annihilation, with some edits because I can never not mess with a good thing. And
The edits are the part where we die.
Would you say that you fuck with it?
I mean, I'm ace, so not a lot.
Actually helped me be able to hear out of my left ear, but you know, whatever.
Uh,
A lot of nasty shit in there. And the water's still in there.
That's Lady.
Hi, lady.
that's Lady. These fuckers are my players. And they're gonna tell you about what's happened so far, starting with Steak, because he rolled the lowest.
I don't remember anything except for what happened last week. So I mean,
All right, start there. That's fine. We can go back to the beginning after you.
When in doubt, mutiny.
When in
pretty
doubt,
much-
mutiny.
That pretty much sums up last week, does it not?
This isn't a word game. This is like a recap.
No, but seriously, we were at Camp Vengeance. A couple of well-placed comments and review of, I think it was like Section 7 something, whatever. He's not in charge now. He sleeps with goats now.
Or goats.
And
Ooh.
yeah, I feel bad for the goats, honestly. And yeah, I don't know what else. Words are hard right now. So
Okay, that's
someone
fine.
else go, please.
Pims. What do you remember? If you want to go way back to the beginning, that's cool. If you don't remember the beginning right now, that's also fine.
I wanna go back. Like I just want to rewind one session before
Okay.
that.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's what that session was. We got where we were after trudging through the forest like a bunch of dumbs. Fighting a bunch of undead, all bearing a symbol that is a blue triangle upside down on their forehead. And just bees.
Bees?
That was a
Bees.
few.
I think I did
That
a
was
time skip there, but
second or
bad.
third session.
bees are bad. Just bees.
Upsies needed.
Yeah.
Upsies were needed.
Bees detected. Initiate Upsies protocol. That is honestly all I've got. I am extremely shot this week. I am sorry.
It's
my
fine.
mood is not
It's
there.
cool.
That
No
also,
worry.
the first session for this was actually almost 3 months ago at this point, I think. So
Yeah.
More than.
yeah, it's fair that we've forgotten some stuff. That's why notes exist.
That's why notes exist. Alright, I'll take it all the way back to the beginning then.
I got some of the beginning stuff.
Alright, go for it.
Yeah. Cinder Sylvane is a woman that is dying because resurrection no longer works. She tasked us with finding the problem. That's pretty much the whole start of everything.
Uh-huh. I don't remember. What did she tell you about the curse?
She showed us some of what's happening to her having been resurrected. It's retroactively affecting people who have been used to resurrection at this point.
She was like rotting while alive, right?
Mm-hmm. Resurrection spells don't work, pure and simple. People who've been resurrected, the magic that's sustaining them is collapsing. And some people have gone and traded favors with supernatural entities for the goal of getting power so that they can, deal with shit like that. And we don't talk about anybody specific, obviously.
Yeah, clearly you're talking about the paladin that's borrowing power from a god.
I mean, that makes total sense when you get down to the brass tacks of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We know that there is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger, which might be causing the death curse.
Nope, that's me.
Soulmonger?
I just clicked out a Roll20 to re-download Minecraft. Hold on.
What?
I have the Minecraft download bookmarked, and it was right above where my character sheet was, and I misclicked. Sorry.
Click, damn!
Not again.
What have I done?
All right, I'm back. Continue. Sorry.
We also know of a powerful artifact called the Ring of Winter. It was owned by Simber. I forget who Simber was exactly.
We know Blue Mist is bad, except for everyone except me.
Uh-huh.
Because you're native, I think.
No, because I'm a paladin. I'm immune to disease.
Oh.
That's nice.
So
Make sure that applies to magical disease.
I think it says all. So
Well, ain't that sweet?
my character sheet is not loading now, so bear with me as I try to bring up my notes.
Like, I was having the damnedest time getting that to load earlier on
There we go.
today to take a look at it.
All right. Let me check the wording of that. Where is it? There it is. Okay, it doesn't specify magical or non-magical, but it's divine, so...
But it's divine.
So, let's see. You found out that resurrection wasn't working anymore. You went to go see Syndra Sylvane in somewhere in the Sword Coast, and she's like a powerful wizard connected to the Harpers, who turns
Sure,
out
the
used to be an
factions.
adventurer, and she died once and is now less alive than she should be.
So I just have to ask the question. She was an adventurer and she died. By chance, did she die from an arrow to the knee?
Mhm.
It could have happened.
I'm just asking for a friend.
I mean, I don't think you
Someone
asked
take your
her,
stick
so-
away. The horses had enough.
7 years. It's been that poor horse has been laying there decomposing for 7 years.
Why are you so mad? Did someone steal your sweet roll?
Guys, did you know you can play Skyrim on your Amazon smart devices?
Yes.
Guys, did you know I've never played Skyrim and I still know that joke?
Hey Google, play Skyrim.
No.
You know, you can get it on the Switch. It actually has got a very good
Stop.
port. If you want to be able to fix it, you need it on
Stop.
PC.
So, Syndra transported you guys to Portney and Zaru, and suddenly jungle.
Yeah.
Suddenly jungle.
A city surrounded by jungle.
What's the
You-
difference?
Sorry, hang on.
The mic's off.
I'm just gonna mute myself. Hang on.
Alright, I'll mute you too.
You should do that mute thing you always did to me.
You met a guy who is a merchant prince named Wakanga Otamu.
I used to work for him.
Wakanda forever.
There it is. Knew it was coming.
You were a dinosaur racer or a dinosaur gladiator or something cool like
Race
that?
dinosaur?
Dinosaur racer.
Dinosaur jockey, that's what it was.
When in
You
doubt,
know.
race dinosaurs.
Yep.
When in doubt, race dinosaurs. Animal handling is a thing the barbarian knows how to do.
Nice.
You
when
guys
you told me that was a
heard-
possible background, I'm like, okay, done. That one. I don't care what else there is. That one.
Like it's like, but you have these other options. I don't care. That one.
That's the one we'll take, right there.
Yeah, give.
No others need required. We'll just go with that.
Some other stuff happened while you were in Portney and Zaru. Someone who hasn't given any recap yet. You remember anything?
We did a blue dragon who said he was off to go do a job and then
Gold.
he fucking vanished. Right,
Gold
but his name was
dragon.
Blue, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
The kobold also suplexed him.
Yeah, that was fun.
I see.
2'9"
Uh,
kobold managed to suplex. What is he? 7 foot?
Yeah, we went to the Temple of
Pretty fun.
Savras to see if we could divine anything about what was going on, where this magical artifact would be potentially, and we were given a location by the head of the temple, Father Zitembe, Grandfather Zitembe.
We drew a sand skull on top of it.
He said something to the effect of, normally this information would be given to you when you were much higher level, but be careful.
You happen to say the right thing to the right person with the right person with you, so don't die, please.
You know, such as D&D.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay. What else happened? There's some other stuff on the map. You got some rumors too.
Lots
Yeah.
and lots of rumors.
Giant turtles everywhere.
Giant turtles everywhere. Seems useful.
Paralyzed.
Everywhere.
Wasn't Camp Right just the place where we found the torn apart encampment and that they had hastily abandoned?
Yeah.
And our jar of many fluids.
Jar of many fluids.
Never call
indeed.
it that again. Thank you.
Too late. It is the jar of many fluids, and no one can change that.
I'm back. What's happening?
What about never-ending mayonnaise jar?
Oh,
Jar of
Because you
many
made beer come out
fluids.
of it, so obviously the mayonnaise ends.
Oh.
You also have a rock that summons things.
Look at
No one knows that.
Yeah, because it hasn't been used since.
Right.
you got it. I have one half of a pair of sending stones that we don't know where the other one is.
When 2d8 weasels can solve something, I'll use it.
Wasn't it
Didn't
2d8
you have
boars?
boars?
Oh, we can do a lot of things.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh yeah, I wrote that down. You went fuck me up with weasels.
Yep. You showed me the list and I saw weasels. and went, yeah.
Suddenly,
Oh, God.
Oh, I said it before you sent me the list.
So,
But-
Cube's getting closer to his Minecraft self. Running around.
Oh god.
We
That
also
is-
got a map to a lost city that's in chapter 3 we're not supposed to have yet.
That's.
We seem to be really good at getting info before we're supposed to have it.
I wouldn't say before you're supposed to have it.
Oh! Who the. What the fuck?
Who the fuck
Wow.
is that?
Who lives on the road?
No one lives on the
Yeah.
road, but somebody's muffler apparently doesn't apply to his motorcycle when he goes down the road that I have never heard this motorcycle on before. I hope he's not a new tenant who somewhere on the streets, because otherwise,
Mhm.
This lady's gonna kill somebody.
oh no! If there's anyone who's going to be killed, it's the person who's just moved in downstairs and has already begun the pissy stories.
I mean, it's still lady's gonna kill somebody. Regardless of who she kills, she's still gonna kill someone.
You've got to have a body to prove that they've been killed and not just missing.
Disappear.
Assumptions.
The lost
Present
city
Exhibit
was
A.
Omu.
Any-
Lost City of Cows. Moo moo.
Mhm.
Omu.
Moo
The
moo.
lost city
No.
of Mumu. There's just a lady in a really large dress.
That's just that's session. That's just for the
I
session.
just thought it'd
right,
be the
Jeff?
secret cow level, but okay.
We don't have the
Moo.
Herodric cube.
Nah.
And we don't have Wart's leg. We need to go
Oh.
find Wart and chop his stumped leg off.
Okay. So
Go on, listen.
you went down the river, Star, and had some encounters with various jungle creatures. You came upon Camp Righteous.
I made a
Which-
chocobo friend there.
Land of the Pew,
Yeah.
home of the Pew.
Right.
Anyways.
Our lizard friend made a chocobo friend.
Expert.
Who was very tired. Then you
Yay,
guys
tired.
learned the story of Man and Crocodile.
Probably should have died in that temple because we just weren't getting it.
There was
Oh, equal
you
pay.
guys. I actually didn't nerf that encounter. The dice just really liked you people.
Yeah. There's been a
I-
lot of we
Change
should
his
have
mind.
died, or we've come close to dying in this already for how far in the map we are.
I
Look.
mean, there was the time with
Gunshots?
the assassin vines. That
You
was
really
a fuck
need to
up on
explain
my
the
part.
gunshots
It's
one?
fine.
Gunshots?
Camp Righteous just
Gunshots.
Really, apparently
Really?
the dice loved you that day.
Gunshots?
Which is nice.
It'll
We
take
got-
back.
we got the
Camp-
Camp Vengeance.
You went down to Camp Vengeance, which was the relocated Camp Righteous. What happened to Camp Vengeance? You guys remember that? Other than the guy who was there sucked.
I
Gerblins.
mean, that's pretty much it. To be honest, that guy sucked. Everyone else was cool.
Camp Righteous was.
Camp Righteous had Gerblins.
Righteous.
Gerblins.
Righteous. Righteous.
Right, the
Stack
really
of Gerblins.
the really inefficient use of scimitar goblins too. Don't cut a hole in a boat with a scimitar. I'm sorry. You get a hammer for that.
He's using the pommel too.
Like that's even worse. Scimitars don't really have those.
Goblins aren't very smart. It's fine.
No dying, Z.
You got some information at Camp Vengeance from Wolf. Anybody remember any of that stuff?
It's the village of Omu. Was the biggest thing that we.
The what?
got.
Do we have the tributaries filled in there on the map?
Yeah, all of the tributaries on the map, the Aldani
Mhm.
Basin.
Basically, we learned that sharing the map with other people is a good idea if they know more than we do about the area.
Daniel
Yeah.
Flung.
And I believe we ended last session leaving Camp Righteous or Camp Vengeance, trying to decide once we get to Impala, are we going to the Aldani Basin or are we going to go trek in the jungle and look for Orlunga?
Orlunga.
don't forget being very positive and cheerful and waving in a positive manner towards someone who we had a verbal altercation with.
Didn't you try to
Sure, there
snap
were no
his
hard
neck in a
feelings.
tent?
No, I didn't.
Didn't you want to?
We
No, I
weren't
didn't.
there. You can't.
I know. I'm just saying, on principle.
Just
Also,
talked him
the-
into
I had
taking
a
care of the
conversation
goats.
with him that said, keep being good.
Yeah.
Also,
Don't
the
make me be
bloom.
Santa Claus on your ass.
Okay, I'm gonna go back out to Cube's notes from the beginning.
The cube's nose.
Yes, Cube's nose. Totally. That's the thing.
He keeps all his notes up his nose.
You're playing 2 games.
Yeah. Rumors. Snapping turtles.
Ghost Village, Aldani Basin.
Right. Some people disappeared from the Aldani Basin.
Picnic paradise.
Up the river Tath is a ruined city.
Which would be this river right here.
Oh, right. There's the flaming fist that we haven't come across yet.
They
If
are
you come across
over.
a maze and finish it start to end, you'll earn Ubtau's favor.
The flaming fists are over here.
Which
The-
aren't they like park rangers, but park rangers that just want your money? And like
The
don't care
Flaming
about-
Fist?
Yeah.
The Flaming Fist are mercenaries.
Things that should never touch your buttholes.
So what I'm hearing is cannon fodder.
They're like
Cowing.
the Order of the Gauntlet. They don't really necessarily belong in the jungle and don't necessarily know what the fuck they're doing.
Does
But-
anyone?
Blackwater.
Huh?
I said they're D&D's Blackwater.
Okay. Have
They-
we come across a group in the jungle that knows what they're doing yet?
No
Yeah, they
problem
were
there,
just
Lee.
undead.
It's a great channel. You should
Wolf
definitely go
and
check them out.
Lorsa seemed to know what they were doing.
It's a good
Oh,
channel.
is that
Good
redhead
follow
person?
through.
That name we never
Yes.
got? Okay.
Uh-huh.
We never actually got their name.
Also, hello everybody.
Uh
Hello everybody.
oh.
She might have said something, but at the same time, everyone was too preoccupied with flirting with Salhana.
I don't
Yeah,
know what you're
that's a
talking
thing that
about.
happened.
No one
Or
was
just
flirting with
watching
Salha.
Breakbone, get court-martialed.
Or
Open
watching-
mouth
Feeding the
insert.
goats, thank you.
Firebeard just
Okay.
going crazy, digging.
Wow.
Diggy
There's
hole.
something not good with wizards going on in the Aldani Basin. Red mages, perhaps. Grandfather Zatembe was having trouble with some black armored thugs.
I gotta be black. So
The
Cass,
city of Mesro was not destroyed during the spell plague after all. Its ruins are an illusion. I heard a pale-skinned man whisper this to a lizard man with a big sword. The lizard man smelled like honeysuckle.
That is oddly specific.
that is very specific.
That's
I
the
don't
rumor
feel
you
like I'm
heard.
going to be doing an awful lot of sniffing lizardmen to see if they smell like honeysuckle. I'm just putting it out there. It seems a little too forward.
They do smell like honeysuckle.
He smelled like pineapple.
What does
Uh,
everyone in the party smell like?
We already asked this question and we realized we don't want the answer to it, so.
It's BO and beer.
at one point, you guys,
No, in cube.
Same.
or did you all meet a tiny little elemental creature, or was
Yeah.
it just
Yes.
someone
Yes.
in particular?
Mhm.
We all
Well,
was me.
it was we all met it, but it handed the thing to
Doorknob.
Finkelknob
Finkelknob.
It was a
because
conveniently
I
timed
was
attack.
the one who had the nat 20 to spot them.
Didn't you also have Detect Magic up at the time?
Yeah.
So that, yeah, that.
And I talked baby
20
talk
I
to
made
it for a little
tiny
bit.
shoes for it.
You made it tiny shoes.
And it
Yep.
gave you a
It gave
rock
you
that
a
summons
present.
pigs.
I think it gave you a couple of presents.
It did.
You ate one of them, but we don't know that.
And you licked the
I
other
think he
one.
just
We also
licked
don't know
us.
that one. No, he ate one of
Color.
them. The other one he licked. Not unless you do upsies.
No, you know what's going to be really fun when we do get around to eventually doing the 2 kids in a trench coat, and the dragon-esque facade would work better as the face. That's going to be great.
Two kids
there
in
is
a
a-
trench coat.
There is apparently a fighter subclass that is
2 kids in a trench coat?
3 halflings in a trench coat.
That's amazing.
It is a homebrew, obviously, but
Mm.
Cube, did you grab your drink already?
Oh, you got it.
I mean,
He-
you could always just flavor Eldritch Knight to be that. One's a fighter, one's a wizard.
You're a wizard Eldritch fighter. You're a wizard Voldemort.
You're a half wizard, and the other half's a fighter because there's 2 of you.
And
Does
the
anybody
third
know-
half is just the legs.
Third half's barbarian for the strength score.
So,
to be perfectly
wise-
honest, yeah.
to
Sorry.
be perfectly honest, go ahead.
I do not remember where we got the wise guardian of Orlunga.
That's exactly what I was about to ask you. Is what do you guys know about the wise guardian of Orlunga?
They're made
Except-
entirely of gourds.
Yep.
I think
It's-
Their name
the
is also
wise
gourd.
guardian.
Also, they love
So,
puns because they
I
have
will-
to.
The only thing I've got to go off of, if it's in between my notes for Camp Righteous and about Essek.
6.
So, yeah, the temple worker who had that divine intervention that could basically describe the entire group as we were leaving. That's all I've got. I don't know if we
Seems
learned
like
it
a
from
win for
him,
me.
but
Thank
it's
you very
in
much, man.
between my note. It's after my note for him, so it would make sense that it might be somewhere around there, which was like session 1.
Well,
So
now you know. Blue.
Sup, Kef?
I think if I remember correctly, it was something to do about a sphinx.
A sphinx? Okay.
There was. I swear that there was. And shit might be blurring together. There might have been something about a sphinx guardian that you had to be challenged to riddles or something to gain their favor.
Yeah, I remember nothing about this thing at all.
I remember
Yep.
a side quest to go beat up a gladiator and get his money, but we all determined very quickly we would die if we did that. So
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
But we could have gotten money.
We're dead.
All right, Nyx.
yeah, it's like, all right, money, let's go. TPK.
Because it's actually been several months, and you know your character would probably remember slightly better than you would. The guardian is not a sphinx, but a naga.
Oh yeah, the naga.
I'm a snake.
Oh, would that mean Orlunga is the lost city?
Orlunga is not Mesro. No, Mesro is actually on your map if you look.
Just desensitized to fake ones.
Well, if we know where it is, it's not lost.
The lost city is not Mesro. The lost city is Omu.
Gotta find that woman in a muumuu.
But so
Follow the Snicker
In-
wrappers.
the story goes that the city of Mesro was completely lost and destroyed in the spell plague, right? And just totally destroyed, gone, just ruins where it used to be. And in the age of 3.5, Mesro was the main city in Chult. So it's weird for it to just be completely gone. The rumor that you heard was that the ruins are an illusion and the city of
Oh.
Mesro wasn't destroyed.
Quick recap on Spell Plague. Gods fight over magic and fuck it up.
Yes.
Got fought out of her magic. Mystra, the goddess of magic, was killed, and
That sounds very
Shenanigans
bad.
ensued because of it.
It
Yeah.
also sounds like something that Shaggy would have no idea about anyway. So
Depends how
I'm
old
not
he
su-
is.
yeah.
So basically in the spell in Abir Taril, so Forgotten Realms lore, the thing that holds magic where it belongs is the weave. The weave is made of the goddess Mystra, who is the goddess of magic.
We've
Someone-
snatched.
Someone snatched the weave. Yeah, that's the spell plague in a nutshell.
So did they just kind of rip it off her?
No,
that would make her
well,
mad.
they ripped it off and her head, and
Yeah, they killed Mistra, and there is
And took her weave.
and took her weave. Yeah.
So her
pretty
family's
much.
also ticked. Like they can't even put her down properly because the fact that
Okay,
you know,
yes,
the
this
weave
is the
gone
first time I
doesn't
think
look
I've
And
right.
had you in my chat.
eventually, like a very powerful
I was not expecting prostate exams.
magic user of some
That
kind, I
sounds
can't
like
remember
something
exactly what kind of
that
magic
would come out
user,
of my mouth.
got reincarnated as the new
Normally
Mistra.
they're all
and
kind of
that's how
lurky
we
and
went
very
from
quiet and
skipping
very
over 4th
proper.
edition bullshit to coming back to 5th edition and the weave existing again.
oh,
Oh, she got new
Fourth
weave.
edition that bad? Because
Yes.
I've heard no good things about it.
There weren't any.
Jeez.
Surprise prostate exam.
To be perfectly honest, when someone calls it tabletop WoW, they're not far from wrong.
They tried to simplify it to such an extent that
It was
it
all
wasn't
combat.
D&D anymore.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
all combat and not really a lot of skills to do the RP
So
with.
that's why people just go from 3.5 to 5.
Yes.
Because it's basically a different game.
Actually, yeah, a lot of people went 3.5 Pathfinder.
Yeah.
You put me in Pathfinder and I go, what is this? And I hate my
All the
life.
expansions.
Why do I have 7 different stats for the same thing?
Yep. Why
Too
do
much
I have
crunch.
a
Butt flesh?
knowledge? Well, I don't even know. I'm whatever.
There's a class that lets you be kind of like a Pokemon trainer in Pathfinder.
Admittedly,
No
kind of
shit.
fun, but the whole thing was like
Yeah, there's too much shit.
ginormous amounts of crunch, and
If I
It's
wanted to
very
hate
crunch.
tabletop, I would play AD&D.
Oh.
I have.
We're
Let's
being
go
told
back to 2E.
we're being told
Heckmaster.
not to get dead, snatch all the weaves, and burn the cities.
Palladium
Good night,
base,
Z.
So that we can have to put in that percentage.
Have a good
for
night,
Z.
ZTV.
Wozzy.
Okay. So.
I'm waving, but you can't tell.
Don't we have a button for that?
It's got a
Not
tail.
the
This one.
Velociraptor model.
It's got a tail that keeps waving.
I do. I can't control it. though.
That's
It does its
attached
own
to a
thing.
butt. So that's
Steak,
as
just
close
put
as
a
I can
hand
get.
on the end of your tail. Duh.
Wait, hold on. Do I have the option to do that?
Look for a glove.
I can put a foam
Oh.
finger on it. Oh, that's the forehead.
Yep, that
Okay.
fits you just right.
That's
Uh-huh.
the wrong bone.
That's one way to put
He's
it.
a Smash Mouth song. Great.
Hey now,
Okay.
he's not an all-star.
Some lizard once told me the.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep. Yep.
Man.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for playing
Some
D&D.
lizard once told me
These
the
are my players.
Zombies gonna roll me. They're gonna munch on top of my brains.
That's not right at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It
So
doesn't count unless we get back on the rails.
what Steak was remembering about the Guardian Naga was that one of the
Thank you
acolytes
for the follow.
rushed up to you. His name was Eshik, and he said, "Speak to the wise guardian of Orlunga east of Umbala. She can direct you to that which you seek." Then he collapses unconscious, and remembers nothing
He got
of
knocked
what
the
he's
fuck
just
out.
said. He does know where Umbala is, but that's all he knows, and that's how you learned about the wise guardian of Orlunga.
Who will guide us to what we seek?
Yep.
You
I mean, it's pretty vague, but it's
the
D&D,
cure-
so
Well, I guess
Aren't they
yeah.
always though?
That answers. That doesn't. I guess I would narrow down the question of what do we seek.
You don't send mind-controlled messengers for no good reason.
So
Har,
I guess
har,
the
har,
question
har.
just comes down to pathing wise. Then, do we go to the Guardian first for us, or do we go to these red mages first for someone else? Because that
I
seems
was
to be
thinking
what.
Guardian first.
I mean, I'm biased because it was a Solace temple that was having the issues with these red mages' dreams. So I mean, I'm biased. I'll openly admit that.
Considering how many different rumors we've gotten for the Aldani Basin,
Do we just want to
You
take
guys
a
did
boat tour?
hear some. You guys did hear some stuff last week about what's at Mbala from Wolf. Does anybody remember any of that stuff?
I think I wrote that down too. Maybe. Oh,
There's a
Folk and
witch
a
in
witch.
Imbala.
Yeah, the Witch of Merkel.
Urkel.
Possibly there.
Witch of Urkel.
Was Mbala
Merkel.
Terrafolk or no?
Did I
Yes,
Yes.
it
cast
was
that?
both. It was Terrafolk and a witch.
I do remember mentioning the Terrafolk.
The Folk of Terror.
And I just clicked out of Roll20 again.
You need to
You're
fix
a
that.
genius. GG.
It's the bookmarks on the tab on the
Fix
row
it.
above the window.
Fix it.
So why are
Ow!
you clicking on those bookmarks?
Fix it.
Move
Because
the
I'm
bookmark
trying to
tab
close
over.
my character sheet and they're like not far from each other.
Fix it.
If you double click the name on your character sheet, it just minimizes it.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do, but I
Oh.
keep
it.
misclicking hi.
Okay,
Fix
well
it.
then move it
Move
somewhere
it.
else. You can, yeah,
Fix it.
it can live somewhere else.
Because you obviously can't be trusted with a couple of tabs.
Yeah.
I only
so-
have two open. That's the problem. I'm not.
You'll notice I said a couple of tabs.
Fix it. Fix it.
All right, fine. Let's just don't wait for me. Just keep going.
You know what you could do? You could make it 2 windows side by side.
Which is what I do.
It's what I'm doing too.
So yeah, I don't remember. You guys didn't actually leave. No, you did. You did leave the camp because I gave you experience.
Yeah, we literally started. We said we were going to start this week, heading downriver from the camp.
Okay, so the sun is high above you in the sky. You're going further down the River Soshin Star, toward the Eldani Basin, and it's time to decide where you're headed next as the heat of the day begins to beat down on the backs of your heads.
Well, we know the Mambala exists. Maybe we can get more information there.
I don't think there's anyone there to get information from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Just a witch and a bunch of.
There's not necessarily anyone to ask information from, but that doesn't mean that it isn't a source of information.
Well, either way, we're traveling at least another day downriver before we come to a split. So I mean,
It could be a nice witch.
have you met a nice witch?
A nice witch.
I've met many nice witches.
Yeah, it's
You-
a character class, isn't it?
Mostly did.
Most call them druids.
Not a witch. I don't think. Maybe I don't.
Forest witch.
Forest witch. Witch of the forest.
Doesn't. I feel like we're talking different witches.
Usually little ticked off at people.
But
from
which
forest
way are
folk.
we which witches?
Well,
I don't know
Sand
why
witch.
my voice
That's the
is
best
so
kind of witch.
light out and normal,
You said sandwich? I say we go there
let's
then.
bring it back down.
I second that. Second that emotion.
I mean, it sounds perfect to me. I mean, if
How
they're
did
going to
we
feed us,
survive
then
this
that
far
is
into the
totally place
jungle?
we should go. Through careful management of rations and food. Dave?
Out of character, I just don't want to go to Aldani Basin because it sounds like a fucking overpriced outlet store.
hey, at least it doesn't translate to Death Canyon or something.
Yet.
We don't know that.
Well, we do know if there is a place that translates to Death Canyon. So I mean,
Those of you who know Chulton can roll history checks to see if you know what Eldani means if you want to.
The Don't Go Here Basin.
I'm
The
down.
Red
Mage
Basin. The Red Basin is what I'm going to guess.
Wow.
Nope, you guys don't know jack shit.
5, 10, 34. Your dumbass knows nothing. Ooh, the floor.
So here's a strange question for you, ODM.
Uh-huh.
If you are using comprehend languages and someone says the name of a place, do you hear it translated into your native tongue?
I would say for things on this map that are like Ataz Muahaha and the other things like that like the name means something in particular, if that is a word in another language, then yes, you would know the translation. Yes. but the reason this was a history check is because I was curious if they would know anything about the Aldani, but they don't.
That's fair. It's just a generalized question, not anything specific. It was more.
I mean, there are several things on this map that like the word is called out in the
Bless you,
module as
Perfect.
this literally means whatever, like the Laughing Gorge, Ataz Muahahaha.
Under Scrabble rules, it applies to anything but proper names.
Right.
Wizard of
Ataz
Urkel, family,
Yikolazi
familiar
is
matters.
the
I like
the
that.
gorge
That's
of
really good.
spears, you know, like Yikolva.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense because
Yeah.
yeah.
Fair point.
But
So like
for
if
this-
the thing tells me it means something and you use comprehend languages, I will tell you that it means the thing. That's
Essentially it.
Alright, so just to clarify, we're gonna go south another day or two, then go over to Umbala, and then over to somewhere where we think the Guardian of Olanga will be. Correct? That is the plan?
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
Probably you are right. I don't actually think those are the sockets that those plug into. Yeah, I don't think that's going to actually help with your audio concerns.
Definitely not gonna help. They're not earbuds. You can't. Not how they work.
I
You know,
think
for a
Hubble's a
moment
little
there, I
bit.
thought we were about to watch Hubble blind to themselves, and I was just like, oh shit. Just...
It's just like how Noah was like, nah, we're just gonna watch this happen. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
Alright. Well,
Be great.
So
we're gonna
about
south at least one more day. So.
about midday,
About-
the oppressive heat and humidity that you've become used to gives way to a fast rain shower that you're also used to, like torrential downpour, but for like 45 minutes, and then it lets up and it's like wet and sticky and hot still. You know
Oh,
how
it's just human.
normally,
Fun.
you know how after it rains, the air feels lighter and less thick normally, like where you, yeah, not here.
So we're
exact
in the
opposite,
river without
probably.
being in the river.
Pretty much, yes.
In other words, you can almost breathe air as well as you can breathe water.
While that 45 minutes was happening, I had my rain catcher out and was catching water.
All right.
Hmm. It's not really as much of a concern to catch it now that we have the alchemy jug, though. But it's still good to have some extra.
Yep. Keeping your
Need for
Skins full
mayonnaise, daily ration of mayonnaise up.
So you guys are just continuing your downriver trek. Is this what I
Upriver
am to
trek.
understand? Right, exactly.
Makes sense to me.
Unless something
'Kay.
comes up that's noteworthy.
All right. Not really. Your day. The sun begins to set behind the trees. After some time goes by, and it's getting to be late afternoon at this point. And even as it gets darker, it's been getting hotter, and the weather's been getting more and more oppressive each day.
Cat,
You guys have started to take less note of this, except for Steak, who says, "Huh, I feel way less tired wearing
Yeah.
this not metal armor."
Who would have thought a metal poncho in the rainforest was a bad idea?
Who'd have thought?
Not you.
I mean, at least it was a poncho, not a metal parka.
I mean, that's more or less all a chainmail shirt is. Just a
metal parka,
poncho.
he would have died in an hour. Cat, what are you doing? Cat,
Maybe something like those guys on the walls at
Yeah.
Camp Vengeance.
Mhm.
Crazy talk. What?
Still think we should have sent him out in plate armor, but that's just me.
I second that emotion. What?
As day turns to night, what do you guys want to do?
Make camp.
Camp?
Yeah, make camp, get some food,
Wow.
eat,
Hubble,
sleep,
you're a dumbass.
watches, usual shebang, I guess.
The
listening
usual shebang. All right.
to the howler monkeys.
Very
You know.
Someone said the magic words. That means I have to open my spreadsheet. Hang on.
The magic words.
I don't know why you don't load it up at the start. You know what's gonna happen.
Uh huh.
It's time for more claw fishing too.
Every time they think they've got a different set of friends, and then they realize they're wrong.
So do you want to go foraging, or do you want to try to turn something that you have already collected into its usable form?
I would like to go foraging.
Okay.
Go fish.
You're the kind of guy that just gets more materials, and you're like, I'll get to that eventually.
Really, go fish.
Until the chest is full of materials, and you're like, I should go get more materials.
I should go get
So I
another
can make a new
chest
chest.
to hold
Yeah.
more materials.
I need more materials. I need to build another chest.
Materials,
more
materials. Materials.
I feel like a bag of holding is going to be useful just for you.
I mean, a bag
Very,
of
very
holding is
useful.
always useful. So
That's fair.
You can go ahead and roll your survival check, Pims, and see what you come up with. What kind of
Jesus
shit.
Christ!
what kind of
Wow.
foraging do you want to go and do?
God types of foraging.
What
He
if you
done
do, you're
foraged
good
out
at
of
it?
God's pantry. God walks
Like,
in and
what
goes,
part-
"What
where,
the fuck?
where are you going? Are you looking along the river? Are you looking deeper in the forest?
Where's all my food?"
I want to look deeper in the forest.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
with that kind of a roll, they come to him.
Eat
He
me.
just walks up and plops itself in his pouch.
Like,
And
hey,
it is Warden.
Yeah, I don't need to roll for that to happen.
Um,
Oh, Warden, here's some berries.
hang on. Let's see.
You know, we're all gonna fucking like just walk away the first time that I forage and actually get berries.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be so odd. Like, how does that even make any sense? I don't understand.
where do you find berries in the rainforest? Oh, fruit.
He has a point.
Okay.
I mean, this is D&D.
So-
You can find anything.
You're gonna find pineapple.
I mean, bananas are technically berries.
Pineapple
what?
and
Pineapple.
and nuts.
Bananas are considered berries? What? How? I
All
don't
the seeds are on the
understand.
inside.
Then apples are berries.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like, most
Bananas
things
also
are...
grow in bunches.
So as you're foraging
Stop, Pims.
deeper in the jungle, in a patch of darkness that the sun filtering through the trees doesn't quite reach, you see a strange looking toadstool with a flat brown cap and a thin squiggly stem
Lick
that
it.
you recognize as a tiger's milk mushroom.
Ew. Don't lick it.
Do I know what it does?
Don't
It's
look
a
at me like
major
that,
wound
Cap.
curative.
Ooh.
I have 2 of those now.
What? Okay.
Okay. How
Mix them together, double the efficiency.
do I know
That's how
what
that works, right?
pieces I need
Um,
to prepare it? Like, do I need the cap or the stem or both?
you need the whole thing.
The whole thing? Okay.
You also know, because of your godlike role, that if you prepare this the right way, it is both an antidote to poison and does 84 plus 8 healing.
That's really good.
Oh fuck.
Yay.
Okay.
God fungus for God roll.
I'm gonna very, very carefully, kind of like take one finger
Mhm.
and just like slowly dig out around the base of the stalk and then uproot
Uh-huh.
it.
Okay.
That's-
You're successful in your attempt
Endeavors.
to acquire this tiger's milk mushroom. Yeah. So you can prepare this as a potion, or as a pill, or as a dressing, and it'll have different effects depending on which one you choose to do.
Can I prepare it as part
Dressing.
of a salad?
I mean, you could. Seems a little wasteful.
I would like to question the general intelligence of people on the internet, if I may.
Okay.
I got curious and actually Googled are bananas berries. The second result is are bananas berries or herbs?
Barry, duh.
I mean, he's an aficionado on berries at this
No, but why would they be a herb?
You're a
So the
Did
rest
you
of
do it?
you are making camp, and us. What else? Are we hunting? Are we fishing? What
River
are we doing?
claw stabby
River-
the fish.
River claw stabby the fish. All right,
Stab
you
fish,
can roll
fish
for
stab. All right, what is this? It's been forever.
that. Survival seems
Thank
fine.
you.
Gator fight.
Where did you get that long shot?
Hey, Steak. Here's one for you. Why are bananas berries and strawberries not?
Stop that, Pim.
Yeah, you pretty
Stop.
much spend quite a lot of time flailing around in the river and scaring away all the fishes. Sorry, Steak.
It's more of a frolic.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
It's
And the raindrops.
Lignosus rhinoceros.
Him.
The turtle who taught you to fish feels a little bit ashamed of you. Just a little.
What about me? Do I feel
That's
ashamed?
cold. So cold.
Okay. What else is?
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I missed all
that
of
it?
that because my mom walked in my room, but I'm assuming a 9's not enough.
It's not.
Yeah,
No.
Oh, fuck.
I feel bad now. The boy couldn't even defend himself.
It's fine.
I
never
roasted you
feel
pretty
bad.
well. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's cool.
There was even singing. That's how hard you got roasted.
Wee dum bum boy.
But in a good way. Like a
At least
Viking.
3 of us.
So this is
joined
where the
in.
turtle comes over and just rolls a nat 20 for this, right? And like makes me look bad.
I don't know.
I'm not hunting. I'm eating dino nuggets.
Oh, we're out of those.
I'm not.
Turtles have slower digestive processes.
I'm just
Sadly,
watching
I
you.
didn't do
Sorry,
so good with my
Sorry,
fishing
I'll
attempt
say it in
either, so don't worry
American.
about it, Steve.
Digestive processes.
Just watching you guys try and do this and humming real loud like wee dee 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 dee.
Great.
You don't actually get to watch anything with me. I've got a ghost hand trying to grab it out of the water, but it's not like I'm sitting there going, huh, huh, huh. I'm just sitting there by just going, oh, well, that missed. That missed too. That missed.
You just
Can I
Browse,
just gonna
burrow.
sit next to you and watch your hand try this and him try this and just.
Be sad that you're with us.
I mean,
just snack on some raptor nuggets.
I'm
Got
very
it.
entertained. He's got a cool thing. He's not catching anything, but it's still pretty entertaining. You're just sad.
All right, I'll just have to try to hit a fish with my tail next time. See how that goes.
Please, can you try that? You roll a nat 20, I'm gonna shit myself.
Did the thing a while back.
I could just see that now. It's like the stab is not working. So just turn around and just that wasn't loud, but whatever.
So nighttime is a thing, right?
I mean, it is in fact a thing that happens. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to know who's on what watch.
Does anyone remember what we picked for watch schedule? It's been a while.
I don't remember, which is why I'm asking now.
First.
Who's on what watch? Okay.
Yeah, I think wasn't it like get the casters either early on or late?
Just call
Yeah,
out a
but that
number.
doesn't matter in 5th edition. So
Okay.
Call out a number, man.
I can take first too then, if no one else wants to.
okay.
Is that cheese?
Yes.
I want
I'll sit with
cheese.
you if you want.
Well, now if you got 3 people on first watch.
Yeah.
Well, in that
So
case-
yeah.
That's why I said if you want. So I'll go on the second watch. It'll be fine.
okay.
The darkest of the night. It's fine. It suits me.
Uh-huh.
That's mildly concerning.
I mean, we'll be asleep. It doesn't matter.
Okay. That's fair, but
Who's
No, that's
taking
fair.
second watch with the creepy warlock?
I'm not creepy. I'm very personable. Thank you very much.
I'm a,
Okay.
oh no.
So there's a
Oh, here we
Pimmelbolg
go.
and a Finkelknob on watch 3. Got it.
better not be bees.
Please tell me your watch comes up and you're just muttering that better not be.
That was in
I could
character.
just I could
Thank
just see it
God.
now. It's like you have your axe drawn and Warden's just got an arrow knocked. Just like, where are they?
Too bad I don't have ghost sound as this.
Oh god.
That's not what buzz bees sound like.
Listen.
Not little
Jungle
rabbit.
corgis.
Jungle corgis. Yes, please.
Okay. So,
Somewhere in the distance, a bard plays Flight of the Bumblebee.
all right.
Oh
So-
no.
Uh-huh.
Hobble, here's a question.
Oh no.
Standard joke.
Are we trying roleplay, or do we just want to let the warlock and the cleric have the second shift all to themselves for roleplay purposes?
I'm gonna spend my shift making the potion, so
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna spend my shift just staring out into the water, contemplating.
I'm gonna watch him make a potion.
I'm gonna watch him make a potion. That's fine.
This is you. These are your life choices.
I mean, I don't know how much it's. Just imagine me like pulling out the rock about every 15 minutes, like just looking at it in case it makes noise. I don't know what I'm gonna do if this thing makes noise, but I mean, I'm gonna be ready just in case.
Is it like a Tamagotchi?
The stone,
Yeah.
you're waiting for the stone to make noise.
Well, no, I'm just kind of sitting there checking on it. It's like, can anything? No.
I've
My
already got
page-
hotlines to demons.
That's my pager gone off.
Oh god.
Has my pager gone off? All right.
Do you even know what a pager
good.
Jason
is?
Applebee's is ready.
I was more thinking along the lines of, hello, booty call.
Oh god, no,
Put your-
please do not
Put
put that in the
yourselves
same
camp,
line.
please. Friendlings.
Where's the camp?
Okay. Yeah, which
Yeah,
shore
I
are we
mean,
on?
Where to
Doesn't
boat?
matter.
It doesn't matter. Pick.
The boat is turned into a tent, like pretty regularly at this point, isn't it?
Yes, like that's
I've been flipping it upside down and using it as a tent.
Okay.
exactly.
Then I will give you a token for that.
Where's
Possibly.
me tent? Why is the tent gone?
Right in the center, right where we can surround it.
wait, no. All of these are the wrong type, so I'm over here away from the bushes that betrayed me.
Right, you
Oh,
have
boy.
you're afraid of ferns now, aren't you?
I don't
Fucking
trust
cowards.
them. There's a difference.
He's got fern phobia.
Those traitorous ferns.
You were burned by the ferns.
Oh god.
Oof.
There's a boat on me.
You'll be fine.
It's-
You're a strong
You're
barbarian. Just
You're
flex.
strong. You got this.
I'm just carrying the boat.
In your sleep.
Yes.
He sleep carries.
How do you think he got-
I just pictured him like sleep pressing it.
Yeah.
Just like a yawn.
Like if you do reps in your sleep, you work out without working out.
Oh my god, no. 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 Please eject yourself from life. God.
I'd rather not.
So-
yourself from life.
Steak.
Jesus.
Yeah.
After your watch, where do
Eat
you go to
yourself.
sleep? Or do you go
No.
to sleep? I guess is the question. I assume
wanna
you're gonna
say
sleep.
no because of the way you're asking,
Do
but I'm
lizard
not sure.
paladins sleep?
I guess just. Do we have like a
Like-
campfire or something? I'm confused.
Okay, did you guys make a campfire? Is that a thing? No one
Why
said
I'm
that-
asking.
that-
I don't remember a campfire being made. I'm gonna go to sleep in the ferns that he doesn't trust. I'm just gonna bury down in there and just
Campfire
whoop,
might draw attention.
and go to sleep.
What watch is this?
This is
First.
the beginning of second watch. I'm just curious
Oh.
where Steak ended up after his sleeping.
Wait, we were on first watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Your
which
watch
got
is
it.
over.
Our watch is over. Nothing happened. We're going to sleep where something's not going to happen because it's watch change. I mean, I guess there. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm debating between there and in the boat that's being repped.
Uh huh.
So
You gotta like wait until it gets down low enough and just kind of into it.
I mean, I'm fine.
That sounds like Dex check.
Hey, worst
I
case
mean-
scenario, I land on a gnome. So I
Are
mean,
you going to sleep in the boat?
Nah, right. Actually, let's do right there.
Okay. So you're just curling up with your friend, Warden, and enjoying your nice restful sleep, and an hour or so later, you wake up to it feels like there's bugs biting you.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Are there bugs?
You look, so
I
you wake
mean-
up and you're looking. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah, 60 feet away.
Yeah. Okay. You see a bunch of centipedes like
Mhm.
crawling up your legs and gnawing on you. Yep.
I'm literally. This is more of a nuisance than a threat. So
Uh-huh.
This is a midnight snack.
You're the
Yeah, you're a
snack.
lizard.
So-
Just eat
Uh,
back.
Oh god, no.
you say that, but that's not a terrible idea. Like
You
channel
take
your inner.
3 piercing damage.
Okay.
Ooh,
They don't sound so little now.
the pineapple of the bug world.
So they're just like on my legs and stuff.
They're like crawling up over you and like yeah, eating like.
Can I just walk into the river and let them get washed away?
Sure, you can
Yeah.
walk into the river with them.
This is how you
Upon-
also get piranhas.
Oh no.
Whereupon there are more centipedes.
Blah.
Okay.
We're just gonna
Okay.
find a
Well,
pile
I
of
guess
leather
I'm there.
armor and bones.
Mm.
We're not gonna know what happened.
There's
So they're following, and whoop, oh, I'm on the wrong layer now. Fuck. They're like following you.
okay. Are they
and
getting
they're-
washed away by the river?
The river here isn't running very fast. They're
Oh.
getting wet, but
Well,
you're still getting bitten.
okay. Alright,
You
You know
take
what?
another 6 piercing damage.
Shake like a dog.
Note to self: make a fire next time.
I'm just gonna get in Warden's bag and get the bug spray and just essentially raid these guys.
Oh
Bugs.
yeah, we do have bug spray.
Because I mean, I'm assuming I saw where he put it, so just grab the stuff out of his bag and just. Take
So
care of
you're going back on shore, and you're like, are you trying to shake them off? Or are you just letting them bite you?
You're gonna reek.
I want to say shake him off, but then that just makes him everyone else's problem.
Shake
So-
it off. Shake it off.
Bite
Okay,
is
just
gonna
for that, I'm
bite,
shaking them
bite,
off.
Bite, bite, bite.
Or at least gonna attempt to. It's not gonna go well, but you know.
Ooh, I
Okay.
see. Turn order.
So
Yeah.
you're going over to Warden's things, digging through his bag, shaking. Now, Warden, you get bitten by centipedes, and you take 6 piercing damage.
Got the angry ones.
There's a lot of them. They're covering like each of the tokens you see is a medium-sized creature in a swarm.
Nope.
Tell me to
Oh,
roll a D6.
I thought there was like 5 or 6 of them. I didn't realize there was
No,
a
there's-
swarm of
No.
them.
There are 2 swarms of centipedes crawling on and biting you.
I'm way
this-
too calm for that then. Jeez.
During our watch?
Yes. So you hear rustling, and him moving around
Russell.
I can
I
see
thought he
perfectly
was-
in the dark.
And then splashing.
and splashing, and then shaking, and then Pim's getting bitten.
Mm,
They're getting attacked by insects.
Ooh la la.
Sucks.
I'm going to.
Like
missed
a
the
lot of
mountain.
insects.
I would like to light a torch, please.
Oh, do you
Okay.
really want to?
Here, since this is we're taking forever, initiative order, everybody. If you're still asleep, then you're gonna get skipped at first.
Oh, so I don't need to roll.
You can roll. You're just not gonna. It'll just not become relevant until possibly never.
I didn't
Warden
click on mine.
finally
Oh,
gets
shit, wrong one.
high initiative.
It's fine.
Against
Against
insects.
insects.
Is this? I guess you.
Fuck you.
Turn. There you go. You should be able to add your number.
God.
Uh,
Rolls high initiative. Is asleep.
Uh-huh.
Not anymore. He's not because fight.
So you light a torch, Pims.
Mm-hmm.
You see that you're being attacked by a fuck ton of centipedes.
Do they react to the fire?
They're still gnawing on you, but some of the swarm is like moving away.
Cool. I
Like
wanna
it's
hit-
just like light, right? You're not like
Yeah.
Do you want to hit him with the torch?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Roll to attack.
What's the two? What's
So
the-
a
what is
D20
the
plus your
legs
strength
of a torch?
modifier.
Okay.
Can it be Dex? Actually, it doesn't matter.
It can't be. No.
I feel like this
Improvised
is some
weapon,
dumber,
technically, I
dumber
guess?
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
An 8. You miss.
Don't fail me now.
No, you already failed.
Finkelnub is asleep. Steak.
I mutter something about rum ham.
What do I have? It would be.
Oh, dash
Da,
on
da, da, da.
6.14.
Do I? No, no. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna mimic torch, whack-a-mole with a lit torch.
Okay, it's a improvised weapon attack,
Alright.
so a D20 plus your strength modifier.
Does it still work with pack tactics?
I guess so.
I mean, it doesn't specify. It says an ally within 5 feet. It doesn't specify anything like that. I just want to double check.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna roll a strength check then, just to make it easier.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess a 21
21.
hits.
You hit. You do 1d4 damage. It's an improvised weapon,
Okay.
and you also have a chance to light them on fire. But let's see what your bludgeoning damage from the
I'm gonna guess the
Torch
torch
itself
is not
is.
considered a two-handed weapon, is it?
torch is not a two-handed weapon. No.
Worth asking, because that's literally. Wait, what?
What
Is
about
it-
for a small boy?
Is it a D4 plus strength or just a D4?
I believe it's a D4 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, then that would actually be 4 damage, not 2. Because
Yep.
it's a +2 modifier.
So that's bludgeoning damage. So because these are little creepy crawlies, right?
Yeah.
You swing, you know you get a good swing, but you feel like you don't connect as well as you should. Like it feels like they don't like clump together or something. It's like
Okay.
it feels like it's less effective.
That's fair.
And then a part of the swarm lights on fire, and that looks effective.
How effective we talking here?
I mean, some of the centipedes die.
That's all right.
Like you smushed a little piece of them initially, right? Like a couple of them,
Yeah.
and then a larger swath of them lit on fire
All right.
from this torch thing that
We're
happened.
just playing whack-a-mole with torches right now. That's all
Yep.
it is.
And as long as you don't burn yourself, you should be good.
Each of you
Fur,
are going to
furble
take
fur.
So are these just
Uh,
auto hits? I'm guessing then.
bites. No.
Okay.
That's Pims. And then the attack on Steak misses. Does a 15 hit Pims?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, you take 10 piercing damage.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
I haven't even had a chance to make my fucking remedy yet. God damn. I'm salty now.
It's
hate this game.
centipedes.
Fucking jungle centipede bug shit.
Fucking jungle centipede.
You can talk to creatures, yet bugs hate you. Granted, you started it with the bees.
So
but
do
I mean,
ferns.
Shaggy is on watch, so you're awake and probably hearing all sorts of rustling.
And you just see the two of us hitting things with lit torches.
I can actually see just fine.
Okay.
Night vision
Right.
is my
Yeah.
my case. It's lovely stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a try then. I don't know how well it'll work against them, but I'll blast them with my Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Roll the hit.
You said they were swarms next to them, right? It's not like
Yes.
I'm hitting our people.
Correct.
So I'll fire 2 blasts and yeah, the one's on fire.
Do you have 2 yet, or is it only 1?
2 is at 5th level.
Oh, my bad. See, this is what happens when I read the fucking shit ahead. Thank you for.
No worries. The 22 hits for sure.
Okay, good. That's something at least.
Uh-huh.
Seven
Which one were you?
the one that's on fire, because that's the easiest to be.
The one that's on fire. Got it. Okay. And so your Eldritch Blast, like, smushes, because it's force damage, right? So, like, half of that swarm of bugs just sort of gets, like, severed away from the rest of them and smushed. Like, they didn't like that.
Ew.
And just because it's funny, just imagine all these tiny little bug spirits towards me.
Because that's not creepy or anything at all.
Because it wasn't creepy before, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Huh. Hungry.
Yordle, roll a d20.
Oh, right.
You're here, even though you're not awake.
I forgot my name, so yeah.
Yeah, you're still asleep.
It happens.
I'm inside my shell. Of course I am.
All right. Keeper is awake.
Why would I be?
It's your turn, Calf.
Keeper is awake.
So there's some torch attacks. There was a blast. There are some bugs.
Waving fire.
Which group of them are you targeting? The ones that are on fire or the ones that are not on fire?
The ones by Warden.
Okay. 15 hits.
Casting at level 1. 18 damage, and whoever hits them next has advantage.
That's a level 1 spell.
Yep, it is.
Okay.
So like 3/4 of the centipedes just shrivel under the radiant energy
Nice.
that comes from Keeper.
What's funny is I was looking at my spells, and there's nothing that I could cast beyond Eldritch Blast that won't fuck up the party.
Yep.
Your foresight is greatly appreciated.
Warden, it's your turn. So you're getting chewed on by centipedes that are like crawling up your legs, right? And then from behind you, radiant light just lights them up, and 3/4 of them are crispy, and then like the rest of them are just like you no longer feel as nearly as afraid as you were before, but you're still getting nibbled on.
You are welcome.
What can I say is that
New
you're
rule.
welcome.
Fire. Make one.
I would like to swing the fucking fire at the 25% that are not already crispified. That has advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. It's a d20 plus strength, so just roll a strength check. That's fine.
Yeah. None of us have proficiency
18
in
hits.
improvised weapons. So.
What's the damage?
D4 plus strength.
Yep.
Roll high, because apparently they're resistant.
You crispify and smush the remaining ones.
Crispify and smush.
The swarm that was on you, like there might be 1 or 2 centipedes still crawling around nearby somewhere, but the swarm is no more.
And I'm gonna fucking back away from that shit. 'Cause fuck that.
Really? Really? You
I'm
move
a
away?
ranger. I'm a ranger, not a closer. Come on, dude.
Oh my
Thank
god.
That's a fair
Thanks.
point.
I muttered something about kitten mittens.
If you want to try and see if you wake up, you can roll a d20. On better than a
Okay.
10, you wake up.
Kitten. Snarl kitten.
Kitten mittens.
Okay.
Mittens.
Steak.
All right. So, question:
Uh-huh.
can I, all in one turn, just kind of drop the torch on them and then actually draw my sword and take a strike with it? Just because, you know, my advantage just ran away.
Your advantage ran away. So you want to
Wait, you're just
drop
trying
the
to take
torch on them.
advantage of
Is
me?
that an attack?
No, I'm
Cute.
essentially getting it out of my hand so I can two-hand my sword. And if
You
I can
can
drop
drop-
it on them, that would be great. But I understand that's asking a lot.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you roll for an attack if you're also going to try and make
Okay.
a different attack.
How about I
You
just
can-
stick the torch at my feet and then take the sword attack?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. Sword, because sword. And I don't have advantage because I don't have anyone with melee. I'm assuming that's fine, though.
2020.
Your 20 does hit.
Job. You can see it hitting.
And... woo, that's max damage.
Whoop whoop.
Nice.
Again, you swing your sword and you feel like they're so small and wiggly that you don't really get the good hacking slice. Like, you know, you swung for a really great
Okay.
hacking slice,
So,
but it doesn't feel like it connected.
let's throw some smite in there then if it's not too late.
Power of lizard
mean-
smite you.
You put your torch down and drew a sword. One of those is a bonus action.
Okay.
Like, if I would
smite
let you
is
have
just-
one of those for
smite's
free,
just to give me, though. There's no
Smite's a gimme?
action
Okay, then
tied
yeah.
to it. That
If
way you
it's
can do
not
it on
a-
multiple attacks later on. So
all right. I mean, that's if it doesn't require any action economy, then yeah, you can.
these are undead
Smite.
centipedes, right?
Yeah.
They are not
totally.
undead centipedes.
You
No.
can tell that just looking at them. Terrible things.
Well, that's
Yeesh.
nine radiant, but you know.
Yeah. Crispified.
All right. New rule: campfire.
Campfire. Fair point.
Instead of
fair
fighting
point.
bugs, you fight much bigger things.
You're still asleep.
He's saying all this in his
I
sleep
mean,
while he
he's got a
presses.
point.
He does have a point, but he's
Yeah,
asleep.
but at least we can hit those.
Mm,
All right.
They weren't difficult to hit. They just had resistance to the kinds of damage you were trying to throw at them.
slashy, not
Uh,
smushy.
Well, slashing apparently they were also resistant to that too,
Yeah.
They didn't seem to like force or fire though.
or radiant.
Hmm.
So
Blinded
basically,
by the light.
anything that's not a standard damage type.
I think of Radiant as Holy Fire though. Is that wrong?
Not
mean-
really.
All right.
The power of Scorch compels thee.
Okay. So I joked about this earlier. I am now sleeping in the boat. I am in the
Okay.
boat now.
All right. So, anyways, that was a 2-minute escapade during the second watch.
Do I have to do? I assume in the morning I'll be back to like full hit points because of the long rest, or
Yeah.
That
Okay.
wasn't exactly.
I mean, you're gonna if
life-threatening.
you as long as something
Okay,
else doesn't
no,
come
fuck
up.
you. I was down to
where-
6 HP.
Right, you only have a D8 for a hit die, don't you?
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Okay. Suddenly, I understand you backing up.
Come here.
I'm spoiled with the D10. I'm sorry.
Come here, Grandpa. Come here.
My fern wriggles as he walks by, and it's just me shifting in the fern. Don't know what's going on, just random fern wriggling and turtle shifting. Fuck you,
I
you
give the
dumbass
fun one of
cabbage.
these.
Meanwhile, while you're being paranoid, take 8.
And you called me paranoid for stabbing any plant that looked at me in an aggressive manner earlier.
Considering what Pims just did, that quote you pulled up, Steak, by random, works perfectly.
It does. It's funny.
Which one is it?
Fuck you, you dumbass cabbage, you don't have enough nutrition to count as a vegetable.
Mood.
So, that was
Yes.
still a minor nuisance, but a reasonably larger minor nuisance than I thought it was, because
Almost
I
kills Pims. Minor nuisance.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled with the D10. I'm sorry.
Mm,
Every
I will
time
take
that
it.
you say
You need-
minor nuisance and I almost die, I'm going to increase how much of a nuisance the next character is.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
I mean, well,
You
so
can
just
do
don't
that.
let Warden die. Easy.
You each get 50 experience at the end of the long rest for the swarms of insects.
All of us?
Insects.
Okay.
Insects slowly making me level up faster than everybody else.
Wait, everyone,
Everyone
or
was here. Everyone was in danger. Everyone gets experience.
Oh.
just hit a bush?
Even
I
fucking
get
kitten
experience.
mittens over there?
Even
Yes.
Kitten Mittens over there. Yes.
Damn it.
If there's
You
a
get extra
chance
for
that
running.
it could have attacked them, they were in some kind of danger, and there was some kind of
I
experience.
wish
The
I
ferns
originally said
grow
I should have done
stronger.
both. That would have been a lot more entertaining.
And we might have killed Warden. Grandpa would have been dead.
Okay. Anyways, second watch is over. Third watch, Pims, you wanted to brew a potion?
Yeah.
Now he's
Okay.
angry
Feeling
brewing
refreshed
it.
and more experienced.
Just angry
What
brewing
were
at
the
3
rules
a.m.
for
in the morning.
potions?
Okay. If you want to brew this into a medicine, you have to spend an hour and make a DC 15 intelligence check. If you fail your DC 15 intelligence check, you end up with brown soup instead of a potion.
Brown soup.
You end up with runs?
Does the
Brown
soup taste good?
has been achieved.
For
So,
each for
It's
each
not a skill check?
it's a intelligence let me look at the other options
Okay.
It's an intelligence
and
bar.
see if it was a particular if we can make it a particular skill. But I want this to require wisdom and intelligence. That's the idea. Is player characters. Here we go.
2 skill checks?
Yep.
This potion doesn't like you. I
Can
don't
I
know what
tell
you're
what kind
making,
of soup
but it
he's
must
making?
obviously be OP.
No.
You missed what I'm making earlier, didn't you?
A slushy, 7-Eleven.
I as a player know, but me as a character does not.
Yeah.
What are
This
we?
is going to be a
I want to see what type
Final
of soup he
boss
was
item.
making.
Okay.
mushroom soup.
Mushroom soup. I get that medicine makes more sense here, but that's a wisdom-based check, and you're too fucking OP. Therefore, I'm gonna make it an investigation check, or you can just roll straight intelligence, which is probably better for you.
I get +2 on it anyway.
Okay.
Or yeah, I get proficiency on it.
Okay.
Roll deception, lie to the plan.
So for each additional hour over 1 hour you spend, the DC of the check goes down by 1.
Okay.
But normal brewing time is 1 hour and a DC 15 check.
Wait, how many does it go per hour?
Per extra hour you spend, the DC of the check goes down by 1. All of these things are very powerful, which is why I'm being a
Yeah.
little bit of a dick about it.
I'm gonna try to stick to regular brewing time.
Okay.
Okay.
Being a little dick.
So you with your
I'm well
with your little
nourished.
apothecary kit, you're like taking this mushroom and like mashing it and separating the parts, and you brew it over like a little small fire you make for the purpose, and at the end you know what it's supposed to look like, and this is not it. This is
Okay.
sludge.
That's
Okay.
good looking soup.
I share the soup with Finkelnob. There you
Aw.
go. Making the best of this.
Delicious light mushroomy flavor.
I'm tall again.
Yeah, Finkelnob feels like maybe this mushroom made him taller.
Oh boy.
You do not regain any hit points. Also,
Okay.
both of you who took damage from the bugs. Nope, not Steak. Steak is immune to disease. Pims.
Woo!
Make a
That is a-
Constitution saving throw.
That's a face.
And when you fail this, talk to me in the morning.
Just hope it doesn't do more than 8 points of damage.
it
Oh,
doesn't
sit
do-
on my face and call me Sally, for fuck's sake! Can I
It doesn't-
fucking roll something tonight?
You rolled
it-
2 nat 20s earlier. You shouldn't have wasted them.
he blew
That's
them.
true. Excuse my
Obviously,
language.
you
I'm
burned it
very
all for the wrong
crunchy.
thing. That's the problem.
Yeah, I should have
Did it
waited
punch
to
fever?
brew it.
At this point, you still feel fine.
At this point, you still feel
That's
fine.
concerning wording. Question.
It
Since
really is.
Uh-huh.
would I feel something like? Would I feel a disease try to set in and then something push it out, or do I just not get any symptoms of it whatsoever?
You don't. You're impervious to disease.
So I would have
you,
no idea that
You're
those things
not
had something.
cognizant of it. Yeah.
Okay. So okay.
I asked her again. Which one?
Go well.
Anyway, I'm gonna actually go grab.
I
a
mean,
gun.
this explains why you did so poorly on your intelligence check. It's fine. No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, swarms.
I am actually gonna go grab
Yeah,
grab a
you
drink
know,
super quickly. So
Okay.
A lot of centipedes just tried to eat them.
That sounds like a problem.
Centipedes just tried to eat my
That sounds
dick.
like a
Yeah.
problem. Yes.
It's fucking terrifying. Let's be honest. I don't know anybody who doesn't start swatting like crazy when there's like one on them, and the idea of a monstrous swarm of them piling up the anatomy. Walking into the river calmly is only gonna work because you didn't realize there was that many other things.
Nope.
Oh, just walk
Pims, I
into
got
the
a
river.
question.
Hmm?
Pims, I have a question. Did
Sure
Warden's
thing.
berries get bit?
Okay. Perfect.
Nope.
No, not-
Warden
not-
is
not
far
like
too
that.
irritated
No,
for this
no.
kind of humor.
One is I miss the days where I could walk here and not be wearing a shirt. Here.
Good to know.
And then I got to-
Cool.
Yeah, but I couldn't do that anyway because one of them is streaming and that would be a TOS violation.
What is?
Damn it. Stop. Stop.
Send it to me.
Can't.
That is definitely a
The
TOS.
fuck?
I guess it's not a TOS violation because they can't see shit.
They can hear everything.
Yeah, we can hear you right now, hon.
We can hear
Bring it
all the
back on this.
violations.
Nothing's
all the
taken.
TOS
It's
violations.
good.
All
It's
of them.
good.
Okay.
Every last TOS violation.
All of them. Oh no.
But yeah, so I thought that was funny. Because like for a hot second I was like, let me just go out there and get my nail glue. Wait.
Here we go.
Wait a minute, no.
Figured it out.
I'm gonna stretch.
Uh huh.
Penis. Pretty much how that thought process. No, it's dude, it's fine. Okay, good night. No, I was telling him I was. I cannot
Still
get-
hear you.
There's no stopping her when she starts. You know.
What?
No, they were trying to warn you. It's like you don't care. Otherwise, you would have been like muted.
Good
Then
time.
I'm doing anything wrong.
I'm curious how long it's gonna take for symptoms of said disease to show up.
I was like, I missed the days where I could just walk
I bet she's probably got rickets.
Ew. bleh.
I don't actually know what rickets is, but it's the one word that comes to mind with terrible, terrible problems. So
One of them streaming. Like one of them is I think it's Hobble is streaming the game. So like all of the US violations, all of them. So, yeah,
now for
that's
nothing,
my
wife,
thought.
you haven't walked naked through the apartment since last year.
Yeah, I know that. It's because somebody moved into the house last year.
I blame you.
Yeah, well. I am certainly not the person to blame for that.
Well, it sure as fuck ain't my fault.
Oh god.
Sure either.
Nope.
Or did I say yes?
I'm just gonna.
Nope.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to put blame where it should be.
So am I.
Yeah, no. Dog? Dog! Doggos! Wait, are we taking a break?
Yes.
Oh, shit, I'm gonna go get a drink. Sorry, fam.
Yeah, we're. Yeah.
Ever see a clone with an ass like this?
Tim, can I have your longbow when you die? I mean, I'm just asking. I mean, I am that friend in this case. You are, dude. You've seen me cure diseases, though, right? Like, you know I have that ability. Okay. I just want to make sure he saw it. We get to fight the giant.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not the poisonous ones. So centipedes,
Make it large enough to actually bite you.
yes, centipedes are the venomous ones. Millipedes are just decomposing. Yes, I'm talking about real life ones. I don't know anything about the Indian millipedes. I don't even know if they exist. I'm sure they do. It's not like you can speak to them. I mean, have you ever seen a nature documentary?
Remind me of the people we David Attenborough out
He's just a level 20 druid.
there. It's a wild it makes its homes in the sandy hills. We should probably get
There's the Ranger Steve Irwin.
Oh god, Steve Irwin was such a blast.
Why?
Why not?
Because
Because he wrestled shit for no good reason.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Duh.
Just not use the range
Huddleback?
option, I guess.
Hobble does
Oi,
not
Crocky,
do
that's a
that.
large sailor.
Hobble's out
Oh,
of
we're
Hobble's
right-
back.
Yeah.
That was more like, I don't even know what that accent was.
Hobble's back in time for bad impersonations of celebrities.
Evidently.
Yeah, why am I doing the Australian?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
It must have. Okay, so the rest of your night passes without incident. What happens in the morning? How cranky is Warden? You do recover your hit points, by the way.
He's very cranky.
and spell slots and everything. So that
Very
it's the end of the full rest. So okay.
Yep.
That was my
Everybody
thought
gets
process.
50 XP. If you didn't log that before, you should do it now.
So in other
We
words,
see
2350 for everyone except those who face the giant wasps, who have 2450, as I recall.
Yep.
Do I feel off at all? Do I feel anything?
Are you like, so you're like checking to see whether you notice?
No, just like, does Warden feel? Fuck, I had inspiration from last fucking game. God damn.
Both of those rolls were terrible anyway. You're
Yeah,
fine.
it wouldn't have helped.
Yeah.
So
It was too late. for you.
Yeah, I just did.
Like, does something already feel off to you?
Yes.
Just
passively,
like
I guess.
passively? No.
Okay. So I'm not bugging you.
Damn
for
those incubation
disease yet.
periods.
Yeah. Well,
Ah.
you know I've got the power to whenever it starts to act up.
I've got the power.
If you even realize what it is.
Yeah.
Unless one of us realizes first, in which case that's probably a bad thing.
Metagaming.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway. So there's
Okay.
just two piles of centipedes.
They've mostly like, I mean, there's like some crisping and some bugs in the dirt.
They're barbecued fresh for you.
Yeah, they don't really like. Last night they seemed scary, and now they just seem like there's kind of a lot of bugs right here, but they're all dead.
Yay, bug death.
Yay, bug death,
You
indeed.
still have that
Everyone
bug
loves bug
spray,
death.
right? Like in character, you got that bug spray, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we might want to start using that as we get deeper.
Deeper?
Or
Are
campfire.
you sure?
Why not both?
Peter.
So, other than a very cranky ranger, how's everybody else feeling this morning?
I mean, I basically
quick.
spent the entire night getting bench pressed in a boat, so.
Real
Are
quick,
there-
if Steak uses the bug poison, does that mean the yeet is going to use deep?
Dun, dun,
Also don't
dun.
know.
What? I don't.
And Deet's a type of bug killer.
It's it's the
okay.
active ingredient in like super duper deep woods, but bug spray.
The bug spray that murders bugs.
Okay.
Yep, bug murder spray. Okay.
Also known as oil and a torch.
Also known as
Also-
oil and a torch.
Also, how you set yourself on fire.
Hey, if you set
That one
yourself
seems
on
more
fire
likely.
and the enemy on fire, that's a net win.
I mean,
Most people with burns all over their bodies because, oops, they were the ones who were holding the oil and the fire may disagree.
So don't be the
Oh,
one
wait,
holding
D&D.
the oil.
There's no scar tissue in D&D.
Yeah.
What was I
Don't hold both. Only hold one or the other.
Hold them all.
Ah,
I
In the
love
darkness
barbarians
bind
use
them.
fire to keep
Mike.
rage.
Mike Hobble.
I've said it
I'll-
before and I say it again. I
Mike,
hate
okay,
the fact
I
these
just wanna
tiny
make sure.
bugs
Yep.
come into my house because the windows open because otherwise I die and the lights are bright because otherwise you can't see me.
Well, so we were given instructions to go south for 2 days from Camp Vengeance and then head west.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess do we just want to keep going, like follow the coastline for these 2 days and then start moving over into Umbala and go?
Makes sense to me.
Okay,
That works.
so I
Okay.
guess we'll hit Drunglunglung on the way to Aldani Basin on the way back.
If we
I don't know
really
if that's a good
serious, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it depends
They
on what
look
we
like
find
cute
out at
frog
the other
people,
place.
but they're cute poisonous frog people.
They're only poisonous if you lick them.
I guess technically they're venomous. I think.
No, that would be poison in that case.
Yeah, because you still need to eat them.
Mhm.
So as you continue on your way upriver, you notice that the ground around the river is changing. the trees are less thick and sort of opening out, and the ground is sloping downward. To your like on the right side. So is there a compass rose on this goddamn map?
We can just assume north is up, if not.
Yes, there is bottom left.
There is, yeah, okay. So west
Up is north.
Yeah. West, to the west of your boat, the ground slants steeply upward. Like toward Mbala, it's gonna be like a climb. And you guys are traveling downward. As the river starts to open out.
That would explain why it's a 2-day trip instead of just a 1-day trip.
Into a basin, yeah. Whoops, misclicking. That's good. Good.
I mean, at least you're not trying to re-download Minecraft for the 5th time.
Hey. Minecraft's fun.
Y'all continue past, and your day's plans are pretty much just to travel up the river until the end of the day, correct? Or do you guys have anything else?
Unless someone says otherwise.
Yeah,
I
unless
think that was our
something
goal from the
happens that
start.
makes us change our plans.
Okay. Your day of travel, the 20 miles or so that you make it in that day, are fairly uneventful. The weather is warm, but it feels a little less oppressive than it did the day before.
That's good.
There is no rain today, which is unusual, but you've had other days that there hasn't been rain. They're just few and far between. So you're, and unless there's some sort of somebody wants to do something, some kind of character interaction that would come up organically, spending a day again, just sort of
on the river
in close proximity to one another, then you're just
this is
paddling.
the part where we've been on the river for like a week and a half and we're just starting to go insane, right?
Oh yeah, about lunchtime, Pims, you kind of notice that your vision seems a little blurry.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
You're having kind of a hard time. You're sitting, right? So you're not really, you're just sort of following the river, but like your vision isn't very clear, and you have a hell of a headache.
Little one.
What?
Sorry, I know you were talking to me, but what happened? Someone walked to my room again.
Gordon's dying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Again?
No big
That's
deal.
fine.
Let's go back to what I was doing.
Alright. No, but
I'm like staring at my hand, just like doing this.
why?
Are you alright?
It seems old age has suddenly caught up with my eyes.
Keeper?
No. That can't be alright. I start,
Warden's
mumbling to
weird.
myself.
So
You're just
what
not figuring
else
this
is
out?
new?
Okay.
No, I
Back
mean
up.
like he's staring at his
Hold
hands.
on. What'd I miss?
Should
Warden's
we
having trouble with his vision, and he's got
Okay.
a headache.
tripping balls apparently?
You didn't
He
brew
was eating some
anything.
weird berries.
You didn't brew anything weird again, did you?
Let's
I start looking
Should
at
we
my hand
make-
too because I ate that mushroom soup.
should we
We
make
gotta stop doing that. I was gonna take a sip of water and then make that joke.
we should make landfall. I do not want him freaking out while we're in canoe. I saw what little one brought out of river.
Good point. Here we
Is
go.
my vision affected at all? And also, how many fingers are there?
How many fingers am I holding up?
How many fingers do gnomes have?
I think it's the normal amount. I think it's 5 fingers or 4 and a thumb.
Wait. How many fingers do gnomes have? Oh, sure. Now I roll well. Fuck you, game.
I would also like to check my
Alright.
perception again.
All right, so we're making landfall
You-
and dealing with this. 'cause
Your
that's gonna be-
hand seems normal, but your tummy feels kind of rumbly.
Okay.
You mean like he's hungry?
Um,
We've got food.
He might have
Yeah.
bad mushroom soup.
I'm just gonna go where this is going. I imagine I hork off the side of the boat.
Five.
It's too late for horking, but you're having some stomach cramps.
Oh.
Oh,
I'll wait to do
Oh.
that one later.
We need to get this boat off of the water and address all of this.
someone's gonna need a diaper. That's the wrong fucking accent, but I don't care.
All right. Boat, sure. Before this becomes an issue, please.
Too late.
I know it's too late, but before it becomes more of an issue.
Just gonna slowly inch towards away from them both and pick up my feet.
So you say that you guys should make landfall, right? And Keeper and Warden are rowing. So Keeper starts to steer the boat toward the shore, and Warden starts steering in the wrong direction?
Whoa,
no.
whoa. Whoa,
Okay.
wait, Warden.
Okay, well, hey,
Warden.
big guy, hey.
Yeah.
Something's
Other
up.
way.
Give me the
Your
oar.
other left.
Just give me the oar. Give.
Just
Do I have
take.
the oar? I don't know
No,
how this works. Do
just-
I have the oar now?
So now, so now, not only do you have a headache and blurry vision, but you're also dizzy. And like, you know how you always know which way is what way? You no longer
You don't.
always know which way is what way. You're a little confused.
Oh, so this, in other words, this disease just balanced him.
Oh, good, he's nerfed now, good.
Okay, seriously, give me the oar. We're
One
gonna get the
of
shore, and then we're gonna deal with this, okay? I have the oar yet? Do I have the oar? I'm gonna just assume I have
Just
the oar.
take the oar at this
Okay.
point.
I
Yeah.
have the oar. We need to get the land. Like now.
Okay. So you guys pull the boat to shore.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
Well,
I run off
first-
in the bushes. Ferns.
The ferns?
Okay.
Yep. You're,
All right.
you're gonna grab in the ferns.
All right.
Got it.
First order of business: get him out of the boat,
He's already crapping in the ferns, isn't he?
and then I guess start to figure out what's wrong with him. Because I mean, I wouldn't know anything
Wait.
except
Wait.
weird blurry vision.
Is the dinosaur about to stick his hand in human shit? Is this the reverse
No,
of Jurassic Park?
No.
Please.
Single knobs off on his own.
Please.
I'm dealing with Warden right now.
His
Squeeze
new
your
name is
roller around
Gold
between his
Jefflin.
fingers. Checking on the texture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
but Just,
This is the
let's
reverse
just-
of Jurassic Park, and I'm all for this.
yeah.
Yes.
Let's start the diagnostic process. Medicine, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Keeper just rolled medicine.
I am too, just for the good measure, because you can never have too much info.
Okay. So at about 15 minutes after you guys get Warden out of the boat, as you're examining him, he starts shivering.
Oh, you gotta be
Oh.
fucking kidding me.
Okay.
He feels like he's freezing. And
I pull the quilt like even tighter on myself.
Oh, that's bad. We're in a jungle, man. That's bad. Ugh.
Keeper and Araj both remember seeing someone who looked like this at Camp Vengeance.
Wait, is this Mad Monkey, or is this something else?
Shivering sickness.
Oh.
It's a shivering
It-
sickness.
Okay.
There was literally someone in
Yeah,
the camp
that's-
that had
that's fair.
shivering
Okay.
sickness.
Pims,
Mm-hmm.
you now have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Great.
Okay,
'cause-
so as soon as I recognize this as something I can take care of, I'm gonna take care of it.
Quite literally, God bless.
As entertaining as it would be to watch you walk around like this, we kind of need you in one piece.
Yeah, we don't need to take away that protection from everything but magical being lost.
Yeah.
Did
So
they make it to the ferns in time? That's not a good roll.
About halfway there, there's a and you think you learned a little bit about berries.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm not cleaning anyone up.
oh boy.
You made it to the ferns, but from sitting in the boat holding it for a little while, your loincloth is not entirely unscathed.
All right,
Okay. So
time for a shameful dip in the river.
It's not shameful.
Oh no. Oh, but what about the throat leeches? Oh, anal leeches.
I've got
Ah.
10 more points of lay on hands. I can get 2 more diseases. It'll be fine.
Anal leeches?
Listen, if it's considered a disease, I can just go poof.
I mean, they can go poop and get rid of them too, but they might bleed out of their anus first. Just saying, anal
No,
leeches.
the leech is there to prevent the bleeding.
Oh god.
Oh God.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Jill's is
Okay.
gonna wake up with a 6-pack.
If we kill the DM with laughter, do we win?
Yes, we live. We
Okay,
win
okay,
everything.
because then we don't get the end of
we
the
get
story.
DM's advantage. Yeah, we get DM's advantage for the rest of every campaign ever.
And then, Calf, I'll need you to take October off so you can come down and help me. We killed Jills.
I should use my inspiration and not shit myself.
You should have. You really, really should have.
That's such a good use of inspiration.
Well, it would have been had it been used for such.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you use lay on hands.
Yeah, the 5 lay on hands to get rid of a
Pims
disease.
feels better.
Do we know what caused this, or is it just random?
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it had something to do with the fact he got eaten by 500 million bugs last night.
Yeah, but the 3 negative intelligence characters are working on this right now. So I mean,
Oh god.
that's why I asked.
What could possibly have happened between yesterday and today to make him sick?
I don't know. That's why I'm
Really-
asking.
I mean,
We're
it might
really
have been
channeling
mushroom
that.
soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
I mean, statistically speaking, the 2 people that ate the soup have
Are
both
sick.
had some issues this
well,
morning.
only one of the people that got attacked by centipedes is having issues.
Did we give you hiccups?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So apparently my cat's getting into something. I need to go. Just,
All right.
I feel like someone knows what I do for a few minutes.
After about 15 minutes, a wet gnome rejoins the party.
Be sure to check for any other bugs.
Do you feel
Like anal leeches?
any weird wiggling around your anus? Still wrong accent, but I don't care. Not my real dad.
Based on the accent, you're not really sure who is.
Oop. You are correct, sir. What is my accent? Oh my god, why?
God damn it.
This is how we do things down here. You gotta make sure.
Has he even been around to friggin' defend himself when you make that joke? I think that's what makes it funny.
Rarely.
Do you feel any squirming around your anus? Anything like that?
Okay, Mozzie, that's enough out of you.
Feel a little like you gotta scoot your butt around the ground?
With your feet up by your ears?
Exactly.
Ugh.
You're pretty limber, barbarian. I think you can get that right. Like, just-
I don't know how, but my cat got stuck in a shoe.
You have done us a disservice, good sir. By not taking a photo of it.
I apologize. I wanted to come back and play. Also, they were really clawy, and I didn't want to get clawed.
You don't need to get up in their face to take a picture.
Put him back.
If you take the phone and you do this, it zooms.
Yeah, except my phone's camera's all busted because I stabbed it with a knife accidentally.
On accidentally.
A knife.
I stabbed it with a knife on accidentally.
I swear to God, are you me?
And Sean's just like, nope, I'm
You
done.
were reading conspiracy theories again, weren't you? It was totally accidental.
Listen, let's just play the game. Alright.
Shut up, nerd. Roll the fucking dice.
Did I miss anything of value?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Okay.
Stopped.
The ferns are now brown.
I'm gonna assume lay on hands does not cure food poison. It does cure poison, actually.
It's food poisoning.
Oh, that was beautiful. Just that just instant stop. Wait, it might.
That would actually
This is
be
two things.
It would actually be a DM thing, probably. Daishan's not coming back, is he?
No, he's done.
Okay.
He's officially dead.
That's surprising it wasn't on anal
original
leeches.
cast on Warden detect poison.
Detect poison.
Detect poison and disease. My bad.
Detect poison and disease after he's been lay on hands it.
Well, okay, should I smack the knob instead?
No, don't be so mean to it.
Save that for later.
Oh God.
Kinky.
Oh, Laird. What have we gotten ourselves involved in?
You left at a weird time and came back at a weirder time.
Yeah.
I'm good like that.
Okay. Are we gonna phrase this as an actual question that I can answer? Or are we just gonna leave it at kinky knobs?
Can they smack the knob?
You're
That's
the
what they
one who
asked.
decided that finkled knob meant doorknob in Gnomish.
Actually, no, I just came up with a name that was fun to say. This is what I do for every
Yeah,
game.
well, yes, and Jills was the one who said finkled knob
Oh,
doorknob
okay.
in
Doorknobs.
Gnomish.
Okay,
So Finkel is door? How odd.
apparently.
I mean, it's gnomes.
And knob is
Anyway.
knob.
It's gnomes.
Knob is universal.
Anyway.
Spindly bits. Should I cast Detect Poison and Disease on Finkel Knob instead?
I do have the shits real bad.
Yeah. Take your time. Deep breaths.
That's not really a question for me. Should you? I mean, you can. Do you? I don't know. That's a question for you.
It's a ritual, so fuck yeah, I do.
Oh God! So you're just sitting there for 10 minutes next to all that?
Yeah, you're healing, Mister. I can't see which way is up.
Takes 6 seconds.
Yeah, but not for nothing. Do you really want to let someone who is possibly
The
poisoned
entire
dead or
10
sick
minutes.
back on the boat
That's fair.
while he's staining his pants?
That's fair.
What pants is a barbarian?
Just
But he's not a
running
dwarven
down
barbarian,
rivers.
which
I'm
means he's
gonna
wearing
shit
pants.
myself if I don't wear pants.
Just oozing
that's a
down
point.
his legs.
You can shit yourself just fine.
Okay.
You just can't shit your pants if you don't wear pants. I know, because most of my patients wear hospital gowns.
That's true.
They
That
can
is
still
true.
shit themselves.
So, like, is this a thong loincloth or is this like a baby diaper loincloth? How's this working?
I feel like it's 2 sheets of fabric with like string holding them together.
Oh,
The fact
that type
my
of
guy
loincloth.
Looks like Danny DeVito on top of all this just makes it perfect.
Wait.
Mental bleach. Where's it at? Anybody?
All right.
Things you should never look up.
Someone just tell me when I'm.
No.
You do detect poison. to be present
Bad
in
pimps.
Finkelknob's gut.
Bad pimps.
Still?
Okay, traces of poison to be present in Finkelknob's gut. This wave of cramping has passed. You're not so sure about the next hour or so.
No god.
Okay.
Perhaps we should hang your butt end off the boat as we proceed.
Central
Okay.
Bob
Won't
is
the
now
gators
riding
just
in
come up
the
and just
back.
nom it?
I am no longer riding next to him, even though there's not enough seats. I
10
will stand.
since I have this for 10 minutes as well, I am going to, do a passover on Warden.
He seems fine now.
Now.
Well, that's good, because
Okay.
it only covers one disease at a time.
Mm.
So,
He's used to eating his own cooking.
ooh. Wow, that's some shots fired.
Alright.
So, are we getting back on the boat and dealing with him, or are we on shore still and dealing with him?
Hey Warden, do you have any anything that could be considered a diuretic? Laxative. That's it.
I think we already have that problem.
Yeah, they definitely don't need any more laxative.
I'm not gonna. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there, just
Put
like.
have some fiber, and I pull out a handful of berries, kind of smush them together, and put them in a bowl.
Need any more of that?
I just push it back
And when I say smush them together, I mean like it's like
with your hands.
handful.
There's some Furbolg fur just sort of in there.
Oh,
I didn't start.
is it clean at least? Is it clean for bulk fur?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Yeah.
I'd rather that than
Something
Danny
should not be
DeVito
rolled for.
in a loincloth.
Danny DeVito in a loincloth.
Loin crotch.
That is anything. Yes. It's anything but modest.
That's been sweating in a humid jungle. None of us have taken baths or stood out in the rain.
Finkelknob just took a bath.
Yeah, you did technically just take a bath.
Mhm.
Yep.
The first one we've seen him take.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
First one I've seen any of us take.
It's got a point.
Yeah. Do we just want to take the rest of today as a make sure no one else gets sick day? Make sure it's out of his system before we get back in the middle of the river and it acts back up for him.
I mean,
We could
he can
use
hang
it-
his butt off the boat.
Yeah, and maybe we'll come to a point where we need some kind of like ink field behind us.
Okay. I'm gonna make the executive decision to say no fishing today. Gonna
Stay
throw-
upstream of me.
Just gonna throw that little bit of advice out there.
If we're floating downriver and he like into the river, I'm assuming it'll keep pace.
The
I don't
ship.
know. Yes.
Okay.
I like how we detected poison in me and no one's done shit.
No one said anything.
It'll pass.
By the way, your cooking sucks.
Ooh. Oh.
Well, I can't
Could
defend
have done
himself.
better. You almost killed our
I don't have a cookbook. I'm a warden, not a chef.
This entire
Come on.
conversation, I'm just holding my stomach and groaning.
Just out of curiosity, would lay on hands take care of food poisoning?
I can't.
You could certainly try.
I don't like that phrasing.
Shall we continue on then?
Yes. I suppose Finkelknob will have to stay back by me in the back of the boat.
I'll take over rowing because I'm not sitting near. Just saying.
Alright, so after spending an hour fucking around in the forest, you guys get back on the river.
Shitting around in the
Technically, we were
forest.
shitting around in the forest.
Thank you.
Oh,
Little shit here, little shit there, there shit, here shit, everywhere shit. Somebody had the freaking runs.
it was the guy in the back.
Ew.
Roll a Constitution save one more time, Cube.
Oh, I should have used advantage. What am I doing?
So,
Ow, stink.
Another hour or so. Another hour or so down the river, right? Your stomach cramps again, and you like, sort of, you think this is gonna be,
Look.
eventful.
Does the boat gain any speed?
You have a hella gas. What do you do?
Sounds like a giant lion is roaring in the background and it's just his stomach letting out gas.
Finkelknob? Off the side of the boat.
Please tell me you're facing him backwards.
So I ask him, are you feeling kind of bloated?
Yeah, 1 second.
Hold on, I've got a thing that can help you with that. So I lift you up over the boat and I grab you around the tummy and I just kind of squeeze you.
No.
Oh,
like I'm a British nanny.
No.
Squeeze, little shaking.
No.
Squeeze.
No. This is horrible
I treat
episode.
him like a pimple on a teenager's face.
Oh.
This is more disturbing than anything you've done with Shadows.
Unfortunately, if I use the Shadows things for this, you take like up to 16 points of necrotic damage. It seems like a terrible way to get you better.
I think he's already taken some necrotic damage.
Oh.
We can't drown our demons. It's
No.
Swim's forest.
So when you turn the boat into a motorboat, I'm assuming you're talking about by freaking farting into the river. Some fish float to the top.
Not eating that. Not eating that. Not eating
No.
that. Not eating that. Not eating that.
Actually, I could purify food and drink once we got to camp.
Nobody
Do we
wanted
want to though?
We're doing good on rations.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We can let these ones go. They
Does germ
Let's
theory
just go.
exist in D&D?
If you think I'm not casting purify food and drink every time we settle down for the night, you don't know me very well.
You don't know me very well. No.
we're just not. We're
I mean,
leaving those. So
I think I just discovered a potion of bowel purifying, so
I think that's actually called fucking poison.
okay.
So you're saying it's a potion of vacating?
No.
Of vacating.
Okay,
Something
so
tells me we're not making it to Impala tonight.
It's
after
the
a couple
potion
of more
unbowling.
incidents of bowel ripping gas
Back
and
blast.
British nanny gnome squeezing, your day
please stop
ends
squeezing
and
the
you've
knob.
Oh no. Pims, no. You broke Steak's camera. And Calf at the same time. Oh.
You know what? We're due for
Marshall,
this.
everyone
I
died.
need.
I hate all of you.
You can't hate all of us. You're making some of these jokes too.
I hate most of you then.
There.
Oh, don't be a shit.
I think that department's well covered right now.
It's definitely covering the entire department.
Yep.
All
I
four
scared
walls.
the crap out of Pan.
Look
Oh.
what we've done. We've scared Korgos.
That's because I was laughing so hard. Instead of slamming my hand down, I was slamming my heel down.
Oh, don't step on the Corgo.
I didn't step on them. They're just like on
Loud
the other
noise
side
next
of
to
my
them.
desk.
Oh.
Loud noise next to them.
It's easy to scare them too. Laundry scares them.
This is the one that thunder scares him. So
Oh.
Thunder and lightning makes
yeah.
sense. Laundry doesn't.
I mean, yeah. Clothing? Oh, good. Terror, fear.
We have dogs that are
Why?
scared of our AC unit.
That sounds helpful.
Yeah,
Not.
every time it turned on, she jumped on my dad's lap, no matter where he was. It was really entertaining, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
So what are y'all doing with your dusky time, the evening?
Making sure to stay away from them.
Yeah, making sure someone else at least helps with cooking, just because we
I'm
don't need
avoiding
more.
vines, mushrooms, and ferns.
You're avoiding vines, mushrooms, and ferns. Got
Anything goopy and brown.
you're not going to have much of the jungle left.
What's next? Trees? You already.
I am also avoiding just mushrooms.
Yeah, so let's just get this straight. Our nature-based ranger who's lived in the forest is now avoiding vines, mushrooms, ferns, and birds.
He's just thinking it might be a good idea to not make it out of random shit he doesn't know what it is yet. For a wee bit.
I knew
See,
exactly what
You
it
got
is. I
two
just
reasons to
fucked
avoid
up.
ferns now.
Alright.
Ferns are now the big bad evil guy. Confirmed.
Alright. What was the survival roll for?
Gut ripping force.
Yeah, avoiding ripping farts.
Here, let's do opposing rolls.
I
You have a
failed.
+5. How are you rolling this poorly?
I don't know.
After one more incidence of finding a bush to relieve yourself in, you feel better.
Yay!
Okay.
Mercy.
I'm gonna look to the rest of the group that's not in a bush. Fire, no fire. What are we feeling tonight? I vote fire.
Fire and I'll cook.
Good. I will start a fire.
I'm taking a nap.
You're taking a nap.
Grumpy old fuck, go take a nap.
Grumpy old fuck.
What are you cooking, Kef? Just out of curiosity.
Well, do we actually have anything? That should be probably the better answer.
Microwave those dino nuggets.
We might still have some dino nuggets.
You guys
Not
found a pack that had
Oh
rations.
yeah, that's true.
That was a while ago now. They might be gone, I don't know.
We have any more fish?
There might
I
be a
went to the
couple.
river.
Generally, when we were getting fish, it was catching them in the river right before we cooked them. So I don't know if we really would keep surplus of those on hand. I could be
I'm gonna
wrong.
walk around and patrol, see if there's anything.
I can try to go get a couple of
Interesting.
fish that are hopefully far enough away. That
I mean, otherwise I'm gonna track and
yeah, sure. I'll go help. I'll go try to get fish. Worst thing I can do is punch a rock or something, right?
all right.
Don't tempt the dice.
So survival, right?
Yeah.
I'll try to fish with my mage hand again.
I'm just gonna lay down and try not to die.
You know what? I'll take the 18.
The fish seem extra slippery to Shaggy today, but Steak catches several.
Just for flavor, can I just like find a school and just?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fine.
Find a
You're on
school
a
and
list
just
now.
Yeah. Just take the tail and just whack. Just all the whole school in one swipe.
So like beaver
Yeah,
fishing.
you're definitely on a list now.
Yeah. Just come back with like an armful of fish. Like these work.
Nice.
Where where would you like them? Just kind of wherever. Okay.
I flip out a knife and start to, descale, prepare.
Fillet. Yeah. All right. Anybody else have any fun plans for the evening other than eating fish not prepared by Warden?
Patrolling, looking around, seeing if there's anything we're seeing.
Alright. Uh-huh. You're patrolling around. Okay.
I'm the type of guy that likes patrol around. Go from
Again,
fern to
just every
fern.
so often, I'm just gonna pull out the rock and be like, talk yet? No.
Look for tracks on the ground.
Because it's gonna talk, and I'm gonna not know what
Roll
to do
a
when it
perception
does.
check.
Oh my
So,
god, you guys, it's saying something!
Where we're chilling and I don't need to cook or anything, I pull out a book. Looks very old.
Is that your Bible?
It's this
Needle.
thing again.
No, it's a lesson.
Oh, fuck! I didn't know I needed
Oh,
that
boy.
in my day.
Cowley,
Thank you, Shaggy.
Cowley voice. Is that your Bible?
Did you eat the book?
No, but he ate the soup.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, for once it's not him eating things that's getting us in trouble.
So, Hubble,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a section of jungle that's inhabited by lots of animals. You see a few different kinds of animal tracks. Most of them seem to be small animals, and then there are some older tracks that seem to be from something larger. And heavy.
What do I need to roll to see if I actually know what that is?
What do you want to roll? Investigation?
Sure.
Looks like it could belong to some kind of large dinosaur.
Alright, I meander back and tell, you know what, I'm just gonna mention out in general, loud enough for everyone, stomach pooping or not, that it looks like there's some old tracks from a large dinosaur of some kind, but they're pretty old. That's all I could tell.
Yeesh.
So, probably not around anymore.
Probably not.
We don't know.
Yeah, at least the ones that I saw. And then I'm gonna go to the river and meditate, I guess. Pondo butt.
Pondo face?
I can't tell the difference, it just blends into the background.
Pondo is a butt face.
Yeah,
It's
Pondo is a
true.
butt face.
In a pun. Pondo wants what's in your hands. Okay. So, is this where we bed down, watches and all again?
Sure.
Or is there something else that needs to be addressed?
Not as far as I'm concerned.
They're fiery buttholes.
I would like to take first watch this night, if that's not too much trouble.
I'm gonna take last watch because that nap is definitely turning into a full night's sleep.
Conveniently for both of you, you were both on first and third nights or third watch respectively before.
Yeah, we were wrong.
Conveniently.
I'll just keep same watch.
Okay.
Same.
Same.
Yeah, I'll keep first.
Your night passes uneventfully, and everybody's tummy feels better, and everyone seems to be. Well, I don't know if Warden might still be cranky, but at least as far as I know, no one is ill this morning.
The fact that that is our idea of good.
Hey, this is the fucking Chulton jungle. The fact that you guys are still alive is good.
I suppose.
The fact that it seems like paladins were built for this kind of thing with the extra damage to undead and immunity to disease is nice.
So you guys have traveled 2 days down the river. Are you going to continue going down the river?
We haven't seen anything to tell us not to.
We were told 2 days
and then head west.
west.
So
That's where the
Can you guys see the token that represents you guys?
It's under the circle for the
It's under the
Aldana Basin,
circle, yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So the river continues south.
We're not going to get any closer to Umbala following it, though, are we?
So Umbala is west, and according to what Warden thinks you are, from what you can see here, like west by northwest of where you are is where Umbala is, and close to the river, the ground is kind of flat, but as like you see where that part where it turns yellowish, that's hills, like that you can see over the tops of the trees. So Umbala is at a higher elevation. You guys are gonna have to climb to get there.
I mean, the plan was go to Umbala, or actually the plan was Guardian of Orlanga through Umbala, right?
Mm-hmm. I think we have to go through Umbala.
Why change the plan? Just
Yep.
I guess westward we go.
All right.
There's gold in them there hills.
God, I hope not.
No,
Well, I
I
mean, the
think
hills-
there are terror folk in them there hills.
That sounds way more likely. And at least that way we know we get XP.
They might have gold on
Hills
them,
have
though.
eyes.
The hills have wings.
Are they alive with the sound of music?
Oh god.
No, we don't have a bard.
God damn it, get out of my head.
Okay, so go ahead.
What are the odds of us actually making it to Umbala tonight? Just out of curiosity.
It seems like a
50-50,
question
we do or
for
we
your. Seems like a question for your ranger, who may or may not remember how far you can travel on foot by day.
How far can we travel on foot by day?
10 miles.
10 miles. That's 1x.
No. I mean, like, tonight in session-wise. Like, are we making it there tonight? Probably.
Oh, it's up to you. I mean, it could happen. It might happen. We'll see. It depends who.
Jokes.
Right. More shit jokes.
I am going to have to call it a night soon. That's the only reason I'm asking.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
Yep.
Oh god, no, calf.
Alright, so you guys are gonna start walking west carrying the canoe?
We certainly don't want to just abandon it.
yeah, we've got two people who are fairly strong and can carry it no problem, right?
Mhm.
I mean, the two short people can carry it no problem, to be honest.
One of these days, we need to find. What's it called? I think it's called the Bug of Holding?
Molding.
Boat.
Or a folding boat.
That,
I've heard that they can fold. So you can put
Honestly?
it in your pocket.
if we manage to, why not both, honestly?
Yeah.
Actually, can a folding boat hold 6?
I don't think so.
But if we don't have to worry about carrying it, we can get 2.
Do you really want to split us up like that?
Mm.
The concern noise. Okay. So you spend your morning trudging through the jungle, and as you get a little farther away, the forest gets thick again before you get to the hillside that you saw that was kind of bare before. It looks like someone is gonna have to chop a path through this if you guys want to like carry the boat.
I already had my axe out and everything.
Okay.
Could we?
We're not druids, we can't bend the wood out of our way.
I would like to ask the trees if they would bend out of my way.
Me too.
Tree Moses.
So in tree speech, you want to like start going through talking to the trees, like, excuse us, brother. or something like that? Is this the idea?
Start
basically.
making dancing motions like move that, move that.
You can both
Oh
speak
my
tree.
god.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Oh,
Speak.
the Furbolg. Okay.
Yeah. I just kind of like imagine the people who aren't used to this just standing confused, and I'm just standing there slightly less confused, like, this is new.
Are
You're
you
standing
kidding me?
there
I'm
taking
looking
notes?
at Warden and thinking that he is having a relapse.
That's a honestly,
After,
it's a fair.
so you do this for how long?
30 minutes.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I'm not waiting
after
that
about
long.
after about 3 minutes, right? The trees start to bend back.
Put my axe away slowly.
That works.
Out to a range of like 60 or 80 feet. The trees have sort of made a path by bending out of your way, and like some of the lower foliage just sort of kind of flattens.
Just sort of flattens.
It like
So-
leans over.
He had a relapse, but it turned out it's working.
Yeah, like
The oldest
I've known
Disney
this
princess.
guy, and I'm still
It's
just
a-
like, this worked.
It is something that we can do.
Oh,
We listen very carefully, and we can talk to them in their tongue.
You speak plant.
speak plant.
Let's speak in more it's kind of like signing.
I was going to say
Interpretive dance?
interpretive
So you speak PSL, plant sign language.
Interpretive
Right.
dance.
I've never seen that one before. Well, this is good.
I'd show you budding, but I have to take clothes off.
Hello.
We're just,
Yikes.
we're just.
Suddenly,
just-
Turtle is
So when
paying
you get
attention.
to the edge of like the 80 feet after, you spent 3 minutes waving at the trees, and they bent back for like 60 or 80, like, but less than 100 feet. You get to the edge of that distance, then what?
I start
Talk
to do-
again.
Is there a way we can make this go quicker?
Goat quicker.
This time it takes about 2 minutes.
Plants are very,
These
very slow talking.
they
Hey, real quick.
speak a different dialect here.
Do they?
Is strange.
It's
Can I
your
do the mic
accent.
still there?
Oh, yeah, yes. To them it would be accent.
This is some fucking bullshit. I love you people. Okay, so I assume that you guys are making kind of slow progress because he's gonna continue doing this for the rest of the day.
I'm
Well-
gonna try doing it while walking this time.
Okay.
I mean, it's easier to do than have Finkelknob
That's
go.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop him down
No.
at a couple minutes a tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it takes it by the like when you just like continuously do the wave, right? It when you get to the edge of a distance or so, you end up standing there for like 30 seconds and sort of doing a tree wriggle, and like the leaves sort of separate. In some parts of the forest, the leaves, like the lower leaves of like the bushes or the smaller plants, kind of rustle at you in a vaguely friendly way.
Rustle at you. In a friendly way.
Not in a threatening manner is the
Not
important
in a threatening manner. No, no, no. This is important.
Are any
It's a
of them
friendly way.
ferns?
Yes. Some of them are ferns.
See, ferns are
changed
not
my
so
mind.
bad.
Changed my mind. These ferns are not so bad. I think it was just one bad apple. Cannot let it ruin.
You mean one bad pine cone?
Check the whole pineapple.
Do ferns have pine cones? Ferns don't have pine cones.
Alright,
Okay,
I'm
so-
gonna guess we're not getting the full 10 miles a day with it.
Not through the forest this thick, no. In the afternoon, right? You've been doing the tree dance for what feels like a long time. And one time when you stand there and you wiggle, the trees don't open in the direction you asked them to. They open and separate in a different direction, like off to the left instead of forward.
They're like, that's not the way you want to go. This is the way you want to go.
Tree PS.
This is how we die.
I'll show myself up.
Why? I already made the plant sign language joke. You're fine.
Were these more deciduous trees? I would say it was apple maps.
Ooh.
Okay. So,
hopefully these ones will have
to a
better
non-verbal,
luck.
is there any distinguishable difference between these trees and the other trees?
Like
they all just
the
wood?
ones that moved versus the other ones you've been is that what you're asking?
The ones that opened a different direction.
No, they don't look different.
Are they still doing the friendly wag?
Yes.
Why?
They might be trying to guide us somewhere.
I mean, that sounds like a
Making she sounds
possibility.
on us.
I mean, you're the ones talking to the trees. You tell me. Do they do that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what the old man said.
It was old man. It was old man bullshit.
I should be used to it.
I'm gonna follow the trees. I have no reason not to trust the trees.
Okay.
All the trees.
I guess. I mean, what's the worst that can possibly happen from following trees that are just like, "Hey, go this way," and don't ask questions. Let's go this way.
Technically, the worst that could happen is we get lost and or killed.
Yeah, it's a good thing we only can get lost by magical means, huh?
I have no idea what that means.
So you follow the trees, and when you get to the edge of that group of trees, you wiggle again, and they open further in that direction.
Okay.
And I'm gonna assume that you continue following, basically until you figure out what the trees want.
Yeah.
Is this...
What do the trees want?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm so glad we're
Before-
a band that indulges our bullshit.
But before you find out your results of your tree wriggling BS, I have to pee because I drank like 3 of these, and yeah, I'll be back.
To which I
Okay.
say,
Don't
oh,
fall
thank
in.
God, because I've been drinking a lot of liquid too. Beer back.
All in, kids.
Honestly, we're probably gonna resolve this tree crap, and then I'm curling up in someone's backpack and going to bed. Because I've got another one of those movie nights tomorrow. That's an hour drive from where we live.
Yeah.
It's
along with Sam, you guys
movie
are busy
night.
tomorrow.
Oh, he's only working part of it.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you probably get to do all the setup and stuff, and he just has to show up.
No, we brought him in to do extra setup because we never sent him extra hands. There's just other stuff going on before the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're at a car dealership that's gonna have a petting zoo for some reason.
Neat.
Feed the goats for me.
Complaining about the drive, but guess who gets to
I
drive
will
him?
send pictures of goats if I get a chance and if there are goats.
Longshot's calling you out in chat.
There's always goats.
Hey, yeah, I'm not complaining about the drive. I'm complaining about it being an hour out.
Isn't that complaining about the drive?
No, I'm not complaining about
You
the drive.
don't
itself.
drive.
It's the time, not the drive, is what I'm saying.
It's the time that he has to sit there and be chauffeured around.
Hey,
But long.
at 12:30, when we leave at 12:30, and I'm not
Much better.
30, I'm allowed to complain.
I mean, not really. You just sit there.
12:30.
In the morning. And 1:30 in the morning when I'm already being in at 10 tomorrow.
So you go. He gets.
12:30 in the morning is
Is not in the morning. 12:30
It's
in the morning is
midnight.
either here at night or the afternoon.
You mean
we got
sit
some good
here and
news for you.
sleep while
You're
I drive
fine.
him home? Says Longshot. Longshot's just calling
Yeah.
you out left and right.
He is. It's. I thought you said you weren't driving all the way out there. You from work, and then just when we get back to town, get your car from the station. I mean, I don't know what the plan is. I'm gonna be honest. I just know it's gonna be a long night.
All right. I don't have. I'm not taking the time to screw with a map for this. So
That's true.
theater of the mind it is. As you're meandering your way through opened trees
Like we
through
do.
the forest in a direction different from the one that you've become used to. After like 30 seconds more of this wriggling that Warden is doing, the leaves and branches and vines and ferns sort of open, and you see a stone statue about 60 feet in front of you.
Does it look familiar?
What?
It appears to be a Chultan man. Covered.
His hands
The
up like this.
statue is covered in vines. The man appears to be a warrior. He's carrying a shield and a Yikalwa.
That's one of them spears that Steak keeps throwing away.
I have one still, actually.
That's why I said keeps throwing away.
Here.
Well, no, the first one got eaten by a crocodile. So I mean,
Is there anything else in like we're coming into a clearing, right? Is there anything else there?
It's not a clearing, actually.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like in the
Overgrown?
depth of the jungle. Like overgrown. Like maybe there was a path here at some point. But
So
it's
it
like
looks like it's been reclaimed by nature.
the statue's about 10 feet tall. And as you examine him, there's a circlet on his brow.
Like one that we could take off?
No, like stone, like etched into the stone, like
Okay.
like he's wearing a crown.
does it say anything?
It's pretty covered up by vines right now.
Does he resemble any of the any of the people I had seen depicted in my rune?
This image, as you think about it some more, reminds you of because there was in your room there was like the main godlike figure and then the smaller ones, right? He looks like the big godlike figure. And there's some kind of as you examine it more, underneath the vines on his abdomen, there's some sort of design or something.
Can I kind of gently move the vines?
With what?
My hand? Or I'd be able to reach, right? Because I'm like almost 8
Yeah.
feet tall. Yeah.
Right,
Can I
yeah.
just,
She needs a mummy.
like, brush them.
So like you're not like pushing, but you're just sort of like
Very
moving them
gently.
apart very gently. Yeah. Okay. It looks like a maze.
Corn?
Wait,
Ah.
maze.
Like corn?
And does it look anything like the? So it's circular again.
It's round. Yeah, it's like a round maze. You know, like the kind of maze you'd expect to see on a children's placemat.
More important, there was a thing about a maze that we heard.
Yep, just put it down there.
Yeah.
Ubato.
Ubto.
Ubto.
Is this Ubato?
Well, that part neither one of us knows, unless you want to make a religion check.
This appears
Hey.
to be
Assuming that it's a religion check. You know what I meant?
Or
we
history.
don't need it.
Do we want to spend some time and try to chart this? Worst thing we do is waste some time, right?
This appears to be one of his ruins. I would very much like to investigate this.
Before we do anything, does anyone have any paper?
I don't.
If
Because
this
not
was
for nothing.
Minecraft, yes.
I have rope. Probably not enough rope.
Hey, what's on the back of that map of Omu? Is it
I've
like
got
blank on the
paper.
back? That works too.
Okay, so you got paper. Is there any way that we can trace this thing, get an etching of this thing? The maze it shows in front of us, just in case.
How tall
Torch. Charcoal
How
rubbing.
how
Charcoal.
tall is?
are the
Charcoal
walls of the maze?
No, it's like etched into his abdomen. Like
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
it's like
a
I see, I see.
design. There's like a
I thought it was
maze
there. My
pressed
bad.
into his
Take
abdomen.
photo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
charcoal
I
rubbing.
will-
Got it.
I'll spend 10 minutes
we'll
or however
like grab
much
him by
drawing.
his ass and his temple, and we'll take a screenshot.
make sure to tag him at it. That's all that matters.
Hashtag Upato.
Hashtag
Tim's,
screenshots.
make a perception check.
Okay.
As you're sitting there staring and examining and looking
20.
at this whole. Okay,
Holy
so
shit.
so two things. One, you don't see like more of a ruin around, like behind. This doesn't seem to you like it's the entrance to a larger ruin. It seems like there's a statue, but you notice as you're looking more closely that at Ubtau's feet here, there seems to be like a small altar. Like maybe this was a shrine.
This has been 5 minutes with Warden.
I can't make funny joke or anything. I'm currently engrossed in this man's abdominal cavity.
Oh my.
This.
Yeah. So one of
It's
you
the
is
end of the
intently
maze.
studying, the other one's actually tracing the maze.
As Calf realizes there's no way to say that right.
Wrong. This may not be.
Is the end of the maze the center of the circle, or is it like an opposite side?
It's the center.
Okay.
This appears to be a shrine more than an actual challenge.
Are you sure about this, old man? I still
Stress.
continue drawing.
Just draw a straight line directly from the start to the finish over all the walls.
Well,
Says the barbarian
rumor
thing
we
to
got, the rumor we got doesn't say solve it. It just says trace
Trace
it.
it.
How big is this statue?
10 feet tall.
I'm 7 feet.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna start tracing it.
How so? Tell me more.
Honestly, my thing is like, I would probably, if it is like an actual maze, I'd probably do it with a finger.
Okay. make an investigation check to see if you can figure it out over the lichen that's still sort of somewhat covering it, to make sure that you find the right way through.
Oh, good.
We
let's
have
see.
inspiration still.
I was going to say, is inspiration advantage or a
Inspiration is advantage.
Okay. I am going to use that because I'm sitting here at a -2. Not that it matters.
You can find your way through the labyrinth, like the little maze. That's good enough. So as you near the end of the maze, as your finger reaches the center, you feel imbued with power. You're not sure whether everyone else can see it, but the statue starts to feel warm, but not in the oppressive heat of the jungle way. Like the stone under your hand feels pleasantly warm and kind of alive. And you feel like a cool breeze go past the back of your neck.
Cool.
And you feel like you have a power you didn't have before.
The statue's giving up power.
I will actually sit and try to I don't know how to say this without making it sound dirty. So when it starts to feel warm to the touch, like it's alive, I do try squeezing the abs.
You try squeezing the abs. Okay.
It's more of a did I just unlock
is this still made of stone, or is it opening?
Or is this human?
Is this human? Okay.
I turned to the rest of the party. I'm like, I think the other one's losing it.
Honestly, this might just be a Furbolg thing. It's hard to tell.
No, I think I've gotten something.
It's still inanimate, and now the stone no longer feels like it felt like it almost felt like the stone was breathing for a minute, but it feels like rock again now.
So, do you say anything?
I was getting to that.
Yeah, you're talking about how you're squeezing it. That's why I was like, are we just looking at you going, what kind of perv is Keeper?
Okay. I will honestly, because it is probably one of those things where keepers actually kind of scrunch down a little bit while they're doing this, and then you get the the hands moving around it, and backs off, stretches up, and goes, okay, who want to try this next?
Hand just raised. Hi. Can I even reach the thing?
Try.
Oh, can now.
What next? I thought you were getting a copy of it.
I think it's a little more direct than what we originally believed.
Okay. Sure, I'll try it.
Try it with one of your claws.
Okay.
So because it's been cleaned off with Keeper's finger,
Just assume it's pretty obvious.
It's probably easier now. But I still want you to make an investigation check with advantage to make sure you can complete the maze correctly.
Okay, advantage already? I'm not going to burn the inspiration for it then.
I mean, that seems.
Wow.
Wow.
Do you
Damn,
not know
damn.
how to read?
What's there to read? It's a box with other
finger in the
lines.
center.
Boop. Boop.
Okay, so
win?
when you go off the path, the stone gets hot, and you feel something zap you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Don't touch the sides.
This is Operation now.
Operation.
Fun.
Great.
No. It's that bar
That's-
game where you have to move the ring along the
Oh,
wire.
Still a
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
low roll, to be honest.
Do you want me to?
He's got butterflies in his stomach.
You take 17 lightning damage.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we're done with this now.
Ooh, me next.
Seems somehow it's not so.
Yeah, no,
The failure.
okay, you can put me down now.
I'll put you down.
I'm just gonna kind of just take a couple steps back from it, and then just ow, like
You
that
want-
actually really hurt.
Shockbox.
You want help?
Touch it
Honestly,
again and
with
see
how
what
much
happens.
that hurt, I'd save him for if someone goes down to it, cause
All right.
yeah.
Think of knob. You want up?
Upsies, please.
For you? Gladly.
I'm burning my inspiration on this.
Okay.
It already has advantage though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind.
That's fine.
Investigation check.
Yes.
You also are successful at completing the maze.
What the DC? Oh right, advantage. Sorry.
You feel the stone grow warm under your hand for a minute, almost like you're touching a person, and then it goes cold again. You feel the same. You also feel like a cool breeze, and then the feeling goes away, and it feels like a stone statue again. Other than that, you don't feel anything special.
Okay.
I want to try again, but if I get zapped again, I'm going down. But I want to try again.
Well, then ask for a healing and then go do it again.
I think I'll get more healing if I go down for.
Unless it kills you outright.
Keeper, as you spend some more time like trying to figure out what feels different, you sort of feel like take stock of your magic, right? And realize that you have the ability to cast another spell that you didn't have the ability to cast before.
Huh.
I think it'll just shock the shit out of you first, and then maybe if you get lucky, you'll hit the enemy.
What about me? Nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
You also can trace the maze, Daishan.
Sweet.
And when you trace the maze, when you get to the end, the stone feels alive for a minute. You feel a refreshing, cool breeze, and then it goes back to feeling like stone and nothing else.
All right, I'm just doing
Like,
this
okay,
out
I
of
gotta be
spite
honest,
now because
that
everyone
felt
else is getting
weird.
magic from this thing, and I just got shocked. I'm going again if I can.
No one else got magic out of it.
Nope.
I think.
I really want you to die to a statue, though, so please try it.
Wow. Just wow.
All right, you know what? I'll pump 5 lay on hands to myself first, just because I'm stubborn now.
Uh-huh.
Fuck you, I'm
Alright.
doing it.
Is it still an advantage?
Fuck you, Ubato.
Yeah.
If I burn my inspiration, will that lower the DC?
No.
Okay. Don't kill me. Really?
So you make a mistake again, and take 13 lightning damage.
I'm still conscious.
It shocks you.
I'm still conscious.
One more time, you got this.
I think enough. Enough, please.
I got a good feeling about this one.
Oh.
Little one, done.
I'm at 3 hit points.
I am not healing you if you try again. The gods will have decided that if you try again, that is your time if you fail.
This is your time.
Do it.
Wow,
We knew him really well.
you're a mean healer.
Nah, be
Do not
smart.
reward stupidity.
Yeah, you can't heal stupid. I mean, you can for a while, but then their luck runs out.
We still have ways to go.
I just hope we don't get in a fight today.
Have we tried sticking it with a stick? That work?
By the way, both times that you got zapped, there was a thunderclap noise.
Okay.
Clap of my ass cheeks have alerted the guards.
Everywhere and nowhere.
Hmm.
Long shot, don't encourage
No
him.
pressure though.
Long just wants me to die. That's all. It is.
Yeah, don't encourage him, Long.
Jills, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Does this pattern look to match? Like, is it identical to the ones I know?
It's very similar.
Can I meditate further on whatever the hell spell I got?
Yeah.
Can we mark this on the map so I can come back with more health?
Only in a pot spell once a day.
How much XP is the statue worth?
You do not break a statue that is devoted to a god. It usually results in very bad luck.
Yeah.
After meditating on this new power, you think that if you trace that again, or maybe the tracing that you made, you're not sure, but you think you can cast Find the Path.
Ooh.
Which you can feel free to look up in the player's handbook or whatever.
We hope he gets Elmer voted.
Jesus, that's a high level spell.
Thank you, Stick, for looking it up for me.
Do you want me to read it off or?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, don't take all the fun out of it.
Alright.
Ooh.
I think. Like just like fucking like goes into like a daydream fucking blank face stare. That's interesting. Oh, I'm not touching this thing. It's...
I was serious though. Can we mark this on the map so we can come back later, maybe?
If we had the way to find the path back.
Well, now we're not coming back. Dang.
Perhaps we should carry on. Get closer to Embola and rest.
Closer every day.
After that thunderclap sound, Pims, you hear something moving in the trees.
Oh god.
As the thunder claps, do I feel anything on my butthole radar?
No, your butthole radar is
Intact?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And the thunder rolls. The lightning strikes. Suddenly, Garth Brooks from Bush.
Did it sound big?
It sounds pretty big.
Eh,
It's moving around out in the forest. It's not like, you know, getting louder. The rest of the party can't hear it. But you perceive that there is something in the forest.
We must be on our way. We are not alone. And with a little one so wounded, we may not wish for any ill will from the denizens here.
Calf, make a perception check for me.
Booyah, booyah, booyah.
Booyaka.
Let me actually get to the chat to see how bad I'm going to fail.
Apparently, terribly. You
On the
failed very
altar
badly.
at the statue's feet that you only just recently noticed, there's a vial of some kind made of bone, with a cork stopper in it.
Bone daddy.
Picking it up.
Okay.
And very carefully tucking it away.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably leave some of my rations, some dried meat of some kind. What I would normally leave in an offering for my
Be
god.
polite to strange gods. Got it.
Exactly.
Be polite to strange gods. Sounds
Especially
like an
when
absolute excellent plan to your existence.
Especially one that just about killed your friend.
Well, no, technically, you just about killed yourself twice.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. We should go before we have to fight something, because I'm not going to survive that.
go.
At least you know.
I'll heal you along the way.
Snuffed out like a candle in the wind.
I deserve that, and I deserve that too. Just don't do more than 3 points of damage with those two, and we're good.
Don't worry, it's non-lethal.
That, I don't think that helps in this case.
Or does it?
It might, honestly. I don't know.
Unless it doesn't.
Unless, yeah, it might, unless it doesn't.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Anyway,
So you're gonna follow the way back that the trees are still holding open for you, I assume? Okay.
If they're still holding it open for us, then hell yeah. Oh. Sorry, Pam.
Is this where we call it 'cause Steak is sleepy?
I was gonna say when we sit down and take a rest, if nothing happens, I'm gonna call it then. So.
Okay.
I can't imagine there's much more gonna happen. If there is, say something, and I will call it now. But...
I think we should call it now.
Sounds like a
that
idea.
sounds ominous. I'm not gonna remember next week why I'm on 3 hit points.
Before we go then, as we're trying our best to get away. I'm going to...
As you're healing me, I'm gonna be like, I had a good feeling about that this next one, though. I really did.
Sure you did. Take 9 points. For fuck's sake.
No, that wasn't me going back. That was me just checking.
I got this time.
Nah, I wouldn't actually go back a third time. I just wanted to check.
Just be glad I rolled low, damn it.
Yeah, what was the damage on that, just out of curiosity, if you can say?
5d8?
Lizard mouth.
I shouldn't have looked at that either.
Outright killed you.
Could have just outright killed all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And the cleric was the one that went up to it first.
Just like the cleric ran up to the giants.
Would I have
Oh,
had
wow.
advantage if I'd done it first?
Yeah, but you don't need the find the path spell.
No, I don't.
Well, it's
I'm
also
just
on the cleric
curious.
spell list, so I mean,
Oh no.
No, it's not.
That's not a fair question because that might come up again later. Never mind.
is it not?
I
I thought it
retract my
was.
question.
I don't think it is.
You thought wrong.
So is
Oh
that
no, it
bas-
is.
Is that basically just now
You
a once
thought
daily thing you can
right.
do, or?
I don't know. What is it?
Yeah.
Looked down and said, "Oh, found a path."
I guess I'll find out.
Next time on
You feel like you could cast it once now. Whether you would feel that way again after casting it, I don't know.
Did Doc get shorter?
Good.
It's a 6th level spell.
He's leaning
though.
back.
He's just getting shorter and shorter. He's shrinking. We cast a shrink spell on the barbarian.
Enlarge, reduce, go.
Enlarge reduce.
Gets eaten
If
by
someone
an
cast enlarge on him, he would be so happy.
For a
It'd
minute.
be
and then
normal
it's so
size.
sad when it
ant. Yeah,
wore
he
off.
would. He'd be human sized.
You mean normal?
That is a fair point. I guess the average height of our group is
Pretty average.
Incredibly skewed.
Only because of outliers.
Yeah. Let's see. We have a Furbolg that's
So
what
skewed.
7'8" and 7'10" respectively, or
I believe so.
No,
I'm
7
3
to...
something.
I'm
Yeah.
2'9".
I'm 7'10". I'm 7'10".
Uh,
6 foot even.
let's see. 7'4".
Okay, so and then the humans what 5'9", 5'10", something around there, if I had to guess.
6 and change.
Okay. And
you seen
how
Shaggy?
tall did turtles
Oh.
get?
6 foot even.
So
Technically
removing
speaking, the kobold and the gnome are the outliers.
Teeny tiny outliers. Like a pimple on your chin.
Oh god.
Just hang it over the edge of the boat and squeeze it.
I'm going to go to sleep on that note because I actually do have work. So y'all
Yeah.
have a good one.
I'm dying.
Good night,
Good
lads.
night.
Yeah.
Night
It's
steak.
been fun. I look forward to next week of totally not immediately 180 statue.
I'm also gonna
Very
end stream,
probably.
so say goodnight to stream, guys.
Yeah.
Good night, stream.
Stream.
Alright, guys, it's that time. I hope you enjoyed us running around and having a very shitty episode, even though it was shit-tacular. A lot of shit. So much shit. Be careful what you eat. Make sure you cook it thoroughly. Or this will be a vision of your future. Y'all have a great night.
Bye, have a great time.